If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker.
We're very excited to introduce Patti McCourt to the Jewellery Maker family. Patti is a professional bead artist, bead designer, tutor and consultant, and has a wealth of experience in the art of seed beading. Make sure you tune in on Thursday the 24th at 1 p.m. for Patti's debut show. Our team have put together some amazing kits in order for Patti to demonstrate her incredible seed bead designs.
Buying from Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When we bring an item to you, all the graphics come on screen, and this gives you all the information that you will need to know, from the item code to the product description with all of the key information. Then the price comes on, and whether you join at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So, when you see an item that you would like to buy, simply pick up the phone and dial our free phone number, and you'll get through to our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, you can join us at www.jewellerymaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, the one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
It couldn't be easier to buy from Jewellery Maker with all the information you need right there on screen. From the item code and the product description, right down to the price. And whether you're buying at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So what are you waiting for? Simply telephone our free phone number or join us at jewellerymaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
Hi. Oh my gosh! Can I just tell you how jam-packed tonight is? Tonight's jam-packed. Literally 4 hours of just so much. We're just gonna get started really straight away. My name's Ray Carpenter. It's gorgeous to have your company. I have got my amazing Late Show team with me tonight, and we have got demo day. Demo after demo after demo after demo from the demo god himself. Oh yes, Mr. Mark Smith joins me tonight. The demo god. We like that, don't we?
About gods and...
I know.
What was it last? Zeus last time?
The Sultan of Seed Beads. That's my favourite one. That's my favourite.
Do you realise that you're demoing with me this evening?
I have been told. This is the thing where everybody just goes, ha, ha, ha. No, but I am being put to the test tonight. Very, very exciting. So yes, we have got a jam-packed show with you. And coming up for you, we have got loads. We got the Macrame board back in stock with its Eslon and the Macrame board pins. We've got your Paracord. We have got, oh my goodness me, we've got nuggets. We've got Eslon. We have got cutters. We have got, oh my good gracious me, absolutely everything. And have a look at the beautiful jewellery. We have got for you some beautiful rhodonite with some look at the colours that we've got coming up for you. Such an exciting show for you. Really, really, really exciting for you. And also, Mark's got a challenge coming up a little later on. Now, the challenge will be in the 9 o'clock hour. And before I go over to, because basically I'm going to spend the first 2 hours with Mark for the show tonight, so do not move from your seats. If you need a cup of tea or you need something tonight, send a minion. Send a little minion to go and help you. Send the cat, send the dog, or put us on pause, then rewind and come back. You will not want to miss a thing tonight. Also, really important, because at 9 o'clock when Mark has got the challenge, we're kind of just embracing how many fantastic new customers we've got. And can I just say to our regular customers who've been spreading the Jewellery Maker love, basically, and who've been spreading the word, telling friends and family and neighbours and colleagues to come and join us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you if you're brand new joining us. Mark has been with us as a guest designer from day... not far off dot. Not far off dot. We were in the same building at the same time 6 years ago.
6 years.
We were indeed.
Yes.
And what this man doesn't know about jewellery making is not worth knowing, quite frankly. So tonight at 9 o'clock, Mark is going to demo for us in the challenge. He's going to create some friendship bracelets. I've never made a friendship bracelet before. I'm going to make one with him. What I will say to you is if you're brand new and you've never made a friendship bracelet as well, please feel free to join us at 9 o'clock tonight. Regular collectors, of course, and regular customers, please do join us at 9 if you'd like a refresher. And, of course, maybe you've got some fabulous paracord, or you've got stuff at home that you could make that friendship bracelet along with us. We'd love to hear from you. It's a jam-packed show. I need to take this with me. I need to take this with me. I'm going to just take the kitchen sink with me, to be honest with you. And just to let you know, I have got at $6.50 a strand of jadeite. I'm not going to show it to you here. I'm going to show it to you with the demo god himself. I'm going to show it with you over here. Come on over. Hello, love.
Hello,
You've had a busy day, haven't you, sweetheart? Workshop.
7:05 I arrived this morning.
7:05. Yeah, full day of work shopping.
Can I just say a massive, massive, massive thank you to the ladies today. They were probably one of the best bunches that I've had in the workshop. There were 12 of them today.
Full.
And they looked
full
after
to the
me.
max.
Full to the max. And they really looked after me today. And we had a mother and daughter who are part of a bead group.
Fab.
And I've been asked to blow a certain lady, and a 71-year-old, she won't mind me saying, called Eileen, who's apparently a big fan of mine. I don't know why.
Well, feel free.
Big fan, but Eileen.
Camera one.
I've heard all about you today.
Kisses,
and
quick.
this is for you.
Oh. Now, you had, before we kick-start, you've also had a gorgeous gift off your ladies today,
I don't know what I've done to deserve this, but I had a big parcel arrive for me today from a lovely lady called Jane Coombe from Cornwall, and it came beautifully packaged.
And beautifully created
and
as well.
I'll read you the note.
I'll hold it then. I will hold this and you can read out the note.
The note says, "Hi Mark, you have got me onto seed beads. I wanted a large beading mat, but I couldn't find one. Well, I made my own, and after testing it, I decided to make you one too. I hope you find it really useful. Thanks for all the work you do. Lots of hugs," and that's from Jane.
It is gorgeous. So look at the attention to detail. No beads disappearing off that mat.
Isn't that beautiful? So massive, massive thank you. And I will be using this on the show.
Fab, fab, fab. Absolutely gorgeous. You never know, we might be on the phone to you asking, how many of those can you make? Can you make them in the hundreds? Can we stock them? You never know, Jane, you never know. Listen, let me show you the jadeite that's coming up at the end, because I know you've got a little bit of a thing. Look at the colours in it. Now, I know that we've got different tones of green coming here. I'm going to just drop this on the back of the hand, because normally, okay, we see very soft pearl greens. There are some lovely mints and some gorgeous sage greens coming up for you. Now, this is available for pre-order. There are not a huge amount of, oh my gosh, look at that pearlescence. And that's why they call it pearl green. The Chinese call this colour, they call it yu and then pearl green. And it is beautiful. It's coming up, it's available for pre-order now, if you want to get your hands on it. I know that you love your jadeite. I know we were talking earlier about there's so many guest designers who adore it. We've got a jam-packed show, haven't we?
Yes.
And we are going to get started. Can I just say as well, hardest worker, not just in the room, literally in the whole building today as well, because you have done 3 seed bead shows this week.
Yeah,
plus the workshop today, plus you've made our jewellery. Shall we have a look at the jewellery? Shall we? Shall we just have a look at the jewellery that we've made? This is kit number 1. We've got 4 kits that we've got tonight. This is our first kit. This is your gorgeous pastel pinks, which include your rhodonite rounds, your rhodonite small nuggets, pink opal graduated rounds, pink opal small nuggets, and your black and pink Eslon. Graphics on your screen now. Now, let me go through with you what you're getting in the kit very, very quickly, and then we'll go straight over to Mark. But there's a lot of gemstones here, Mark.
It's massive. And what a gemstone to start the show with.
Well, I can't remember the last time I saw rhodonite outside of a chip strand.
No, I've never had it before.
I really can't.
It's the first round I've seen.
Fabulous. Well, that's a lot. That's big. That's a big thing to say.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
6 years. I was started 7 years ago. Obviously, I've taken a bit of a break. I can't remember. I've seen rhodonite cabs, not seen it in the round. The last time I saw it was in chips, and you've been here consistently. Do you have a bed here? Do you have a sleeping bag? Do you have a camper van? But you've not seen rhodonite rounds.
No. We had some of the ladies this afternoon came on the studio tour and popped in their head, and as they came through the alleyway outside, they passed this kit set up ready for the show. 4 of the ladies want to buy it, so they're
well, there we go. That's already 4 straight away then.
Yeah.
Straight away. Let's go through what you're getting. Let's first and foremost get the Eslon out of the way, done and dusted, because we've got a light pink Eslon cord. That's a 0.4 gauge. Then you've got the black, which is a 0.3. You're getting 70 metres of the light pink, 260 metres of the black. Good gracious me. Then let's go to your gemstones. You're getting 200 carats of pink opal small nuggets, 6x4 to 9x7. You're then getting 220 carats of rhodonite, good gracious me, 250 carats of rhodonite small nuggets, and 20 carats of pink opal graduated rounds. So the pinks here are incredible. From the dusky pinks to the rich damask beautiful rose pinks to the very, very soft, dainty blush pinks. Every gemstone that we've got here is natural, unenhanced, every single one not dyed, not enhanced in any way. And the colours, the rhodonite, it sometimes just reminds me of almost like a pink turquoise, because you get that body colour of the pink, and then you get like a matrix running through it. Quite a contrast though, isn't it? I like how we've done the Eslons to match that beautiful black vein that runs through all that rhodonite. It's
beautiful, isn't it?
It is gorgeous. I can tell that you've loved working with it, and I know that you were very, very pushed for time, and yet you've still made some really beautiful jewellery. What are you going to take us through? Because it is all about demo day. Graphics on your screen, I know you're going to want that price. What are you taking us through?
Well, I thought this evening, as it's demo day, I would do demonstrations that we've done in the past before, that are fan favourites, that have been asked repeatedly to be shown again. So they're simple little snippety bits, but they're invaluable for making jewellery. So,
perfect.
So I'm going to show you quickly how to make the start of a Shambhala bracelet. But most importantly, if you could turn the bracelet round so you can see the back.
Bear with me. In fact, I'm going to bring it over. That would be much easier.
Is the sliding clasp on the back.
Ah, okay.
Which enables you to open and close the bracelet.
So for me, personally, with being in the jewellery trade, I class that for me, historically, as a Shambhala clasp.
That's right.
Yeah?
That's it. Yeah,
so what do we, that Shambhala is a brand, obviously, but so they can't own They can't own that
well,
stitch.
the style of bracelet
Yeah.
is trademarked.
Yes.
And you're not going to believe this, but you see these two little beads dangling at the
Yeah.
back? That's actually been patented by, of all people, Jay-Z of Beyonce and Jay-Z.
You are kidding.
No, he's what's the word? Copyrighted the toggle, the Shambhala toggle, the two little thingies on the back.
Right.
Jay-Z owns the rights to that.
So everyone across the world who puts a lovely little bead at the end of their bracelet,
Yes.
somebody somewhere is paying them a royalty. I don't think so, Jay-Z. Nice try though. Nice try.
Well, apparently he had a present
He
made
did.
for Beyonce,
He did.
including
He
these
did. And do
obviously
you know how much it
Carve
cost?
diamonds, I'd imagine.
$24,000.
Was that what it was?
Him and Justin Bieber.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he
they both
patented
had.
so we call it a slidey clasp.
I like. That's what it says on the
Yeah.
tin. Okay, so we've incorporated that then, lovely little detail, and then of course, so we're taking the thread through the gem and around the gem, knotting it. So how many strands are you using?
Okay, so.
Sorry, that's really basic probably, but it is.
Well, you were talking the other evening on your last show that you've seen macrame, but you haven't actually been in the room with it as you go. So as well as chips and nuggets, I'm known for macrame as well. So it's another one of my strings to the bow. So in macrame, you have two threads. You have the lazy cord, which only goes through the middle of the beads. It holds the beads and it holds the knots. Then you have the working strand, which does all the knotting.
Okay.
It's just two.
Before you continue, I'm just going to say the price is on your screen, $19.95.
That should be for that strand.
Just for the rounds alone of the rhodonite, that is just ridiculous. I'd ask you, obviously, taking in consideration the rarity of the gems and that we don't normally have it in rounds, how much would you sell this bracelet for?
So you're going to be really cross, but I would sell it for £15.
Oh, okay. So it's £15.
Yeah.
The earrings?
$7.50.
Okay, you've made your kit back just in the two pieces.
Yeah. I mean, the big necklace, I'd have it for £75.
I'm wearing one of your creations. I might not ever take it off.
Oh, is this from the next kit,
I love
isn't
it.
it?
That's from the next kit later. Beautiful. I look at that. Oh, my goodness me. So the big cascade, you're saying there, that you'd be selling that for about £70.
Yeah. It took a lot of time because obviously you need to restrand all the chips.
Yep.
And I've gone through the rhodonite and rounds and I've taken all of the darker colours that get to go against the two colours. So it's a lot of time. And there's macrame on the back, which is holding it all in the braid there.
Beautiful clasps as well. It's really lovely.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to bring them a little bit closer because we are kind of stretching over to see them. Just that we see. $19.95, and I'll be honest with you, I am astounded by that just for the rhodonite rounds alone. Really, really am. Okay, loads of you on the phone lines, which is fantastic to see. What happens normally when we've got Mark with us is that Mark starts the demo and literally kits start going boom, 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 out of baskets very, very quickly. So please, if you've got it in your basket and you're thinking, that's fine, I'll check it out in a minute, once I've watched the demo, don't take that chance, because what we find is that people watch and they're going, right, checking it out, checking it out, checking it out. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, one postage and packaging price the entire day. It is risk-free buying this kit. Take us through it then. So we've got a lazy strand.
So and because the drill holes are so large in these rhodonite, I'm able to get two strands through instead of one.
Okay.
So there's really good
nice and secure.
Good drill holes.
Okay, fab.
Okay, so that's our lazy, and I've secured the two lazies top and bottom on my macrame board, which I can't believe.
We have got them back in stock today. We have got it back in stock. It's coming up on your screen in a few minutes. But we will be there, but we're going to concentrate on the...
Can we do that little clocky thing? Do you know the clocky thing?
Speedily.
Can we do? I think we're going to. Yeah.
Ben tells me yes. You mean the minute countdown? Yes, we can do the clocky thing.
Fantastic.
Continue.
Okay, so I've attached my threads on the macrame board, which we've got coming up. I can't believe it. So on the macrame Shambhala bracelet, it's not the law, but it's given that you use an odd number of beads. Okay. So 5, 7, 9, 11, whatever. Okay. So I'm just going to show you a little sample first of all, and then you decide the length of your bracelet. But because you've got a slidey clasp at the back, you might only need one as a little sort of friendship bracelet, if you like. Okay. So I've got 5. So your working strand, whatever I make, I always take a piece of thread, fingertip to fingertip length. So 6'2" in my
absolutely.
Okay. So we're going to take our working thread underneath the lazy. And there are 5 knots in macrame. This is the square knot, which is the most used.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do a little section of square knot. If I'm doing a Shambhala bracelet, I'll normally do an inch of naked knot.
Okay.
That's what it's known as.
What you do on a Saturday night is entirely your prerogative.
I'm allowed to say naked and I'm allowed to say nude. I've checked.
Can I just say, it's got a great aperture. What is it? What have we got to say?
An aperture.
An aperture.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so not going to remember that.
Dear.
Anyway, let's go.
Okay. So a square knot consists of 2 sides, a left and a right. Okay. So the left side, I'll do this quickly, is we do the letter D.
Yep.
We take our right cord, we drape it over the horizontal.
Okay.
And we take that same cord underneath where the 2 threads cross.
Okay.
And we pull the thread up.
Through the loop?
Through the loop.
Okay.
So that's a half square knot.
Okay.
If you continued with this left side, left side, left side, you'd end up with a braid on the back of that big necklace there.
Oh, this one here.
Which is the
Okay, let me
twist.
spin it round.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
if you continued with that.
Yeah, it does it automatically. And you get that
Okay.
amazing braid effect.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Okay,
But
it's lovely.
we're going to do the square knot. So we need to do a right side as well as a
Okay.
left.
So
okay.
Alternating it. Macrame board coming on your screen in 1 minute, starting from.
Are we selling it on its own?
No.
Sorry. I have to double take then.
So excited about this macrame board.
Well, you don't know how long
No,
we've
I
waited
don't.
for
I
this.
don't. This is very, very true. It's as elusive as the bead zapper, the
Okay,
thread
I'm going to be
zapper.
watching that clock. So on the right side,
now.
we do a letter B.
Yep.
Okay, so we do exactly the same in reverse. Okay, so we're just going to bring that up.
Yep.
Okay, and that's the right. So that's just square knot.
Okay.
So I'll do a few of those. See how many I can do before the clock runs out.
30 seconds.
Okay, so left, right. Left, right. But as I said, because you've got that slidey clasp, you need to do the bare minimum of knots, really. So it's, let's pull that through. I'm not going to get very many done here. I'm so excited. Oh gosh, look at this.
We've got 15 seconds before the macrame board. It's not on its own, by the way, the macrame board. It will be with lots of goodies with it. 5 seconds.
Oh no.
It's time to bring the graphics live for the macrame board. Now, the macrame board is, of course, this one here. There is a saying that my dad would say, well, now that we're not allowed to say drill hole, I'm not quite sure if I should say this, but my dad would say that this is as rare as rocking horse poop. That's what my dad would say. I do like to come out with little quips that my dad says occasionally,
No, I
as
like
you know.
that.
He doesn't say that, but he is a Cardiff man, born and bred. Poop is probably not the word that he would use, but there we go. He said that he was watching yesterday and found it hilarious that I couldn't actually open a box on live TV. Thanks, Dad. So we've got your macrame board. It comes with lots of goodies. It comes with essential pins. Okay, T-pins. Talk us. Okay. Oh, you've got a lot of T-pins. And a labradorite.
And a labradorite, yes. Now, we use these today on the workshop.
Okay, so talk to me about why we need these.
Okay, so T-pins you need if you're doing multiple strand pieces of jewellery, because if you've got so many cords on the go, you need pins to secure. So they are, as I say, they are in the letter T, which is how they get their name. And these are really good for, as I said, for securing your threads if you're using multiple threads. And also, a lot of our designers use them for pearl knotting.
Okay.
Okay, to hold pearls, to hold the knots up against when they're working.
Okay.
Now, I couldn't do my job without these. There's just no way I could do them at all.
Okay.
And the fact that we've got them in again, these are like your rocking horse doobrey. To be able to get them in with a macrame board is just amazing.
So, can you just double check for me, Becky, sweetheart, how many of these do we get in the pack, my lovely?
35.
Is it 35? He's all over it, he just knows. He's like, so we think it's 35. I will count them if we need to, but I haven't got that detail there. Then, of course, we've also got, oh my goodness me. So yes, it is 30. This man knows his stuff.
I've bought so many.
35, the macrame board, 35 pins, and then you're getting green, yellow, neon pink, and then orange and black Essilon. Now I'm just double checking on the gauge here. We've got black 0.932 metres, hot pink 0.932 metres, 32 metres of the orange, that's also 0.9. Then the pale yellow is 0.4, as is the green, and there's 70 metres of those. Now, you are going to get all of this for one price. I just think it's an amazing opportunity for us to get everything all together.
Look, you're ready to go. You're ready to go. So we're talking about friendship bracelets.
Yes.
You've got everything you need to make friendship bracelets there. Everything. You don't even need any tools. Just a pair of scissors. That's all you need.
And good to go.
You're ready to go.
How essential is the macrame board?
Massively. So this is one of mine from home, and I do apologise.
It is well loved. It is well loved.
Yes, as you can see.
That's the new one.
Yeah, I do use it a lot. And as I said, I use Workshop. I do it on Workshop.
Yeah,
we had one today. I think I've got about 26, 27 of my own that I use for workshops and for my personally. And I use one every single day at home, whatever I'm doing, for seed beading, everything. And underneath here is what we use as a board. So
which is the very larger one,
which we use as a base to keep everything nice and intact and with us. But no, I couldn't do it without. Before we had these, I used to use a table mat, placemat, and 2 bulldog clips. But because it was so hard, I wouldn't be able to use T-pins, you see, so I wouldn't be able to do the multiple corded items.
The speed of making things as well, I'm assuming just that organisation is so much more sort of a thorough process. Yeah,
and because we hardly ever get them, I definitely recommend getting 3.
Well, so I've been back, it's nearly a year since I've been back, nearly a year, and I've not seen one of these.
No,
not seen a glimpse of it. $33.65 should be your price if you are buying all your Eslons, your pins and your macrame board tonight on demo day. It's going under 20. How amazing is that? It is going under £20 tonight for all of that. That is amazing, isn't it? Isn't it?
That's amazing. Well done.
Absolutely fantastic value.
And
should be over £33.
The 0.9 Eslon is my favourite because it's the thickest gauge that we do in Eslon. So for your macrame and your kumihimo, obviously because it's thicker, you get the work done half as quickly again.
Do you know what I like as well is that we have got, I know that we've got the smaller gauge in the kit for the black Eslon, but I have to say, seeing this, my brother has quite an expensive leather one from Pandora that was bought for him for his 18th years ago that he wears every day without fail, but he has loved more and more and more that kind of rustic style friendship bracelet, and just this would be perfect, absolutely perfect. Brilliant. That black colour, that beautiful bright orange as well, all mixed together, he'd love it. Half the stock's out the door already. Let's continue with your demo, my lovely.
I really can't stress how important it is to get these tonight.
If you can multi-buy, you would be saying multi-buy.
Well, as I said, I always have 3. You have one for your wire, which you just pop a W in the corner for wire. Then you have one for your thicker cords, so your satin, your wax cord, your thicker Eslons, and then one for your finer threads. So we always have those 3 because after a while, as you can see, the slots do separate after a while. So I'll have to replace this one very soon.
To be fair, I'm thinking that yours is probably well used, love, really, isn't it? Well loved, shall we say? Right. Off you go. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely flying out.
I've done my little section. Okay, obviously it'll be longer than. How long have I done this? Oh, it's not too much longer than the finished bracelet. Okay, so for caging, all we do is we pop up our bead. And we repeat our square knot. So we do a left side, and we do a right side.
Okay.
Like so. So let's make sure it's nice and tight. So that's our bead caged. We pop up the next one, so you can see how easy it is.
Okay, so you're literally just doing the same knot in between.
In between a bead. Exactly. Yeah. So the bead acts as an invisible stopper, if you like. Just pop that through. So I'll do these last 3. So see how quick it is. I mean, you can make a Shambhala bracelet in a quarter of an hour, easily.
It's really interesting when you read about the history of Shambhala as well. Very, very, very interesting.
It's all about meditation and...
It's very, very interesting. In New York, they tried to launch just at the same time as 9/11. So, and it set them back. They put it all back, and then they launched a few years afterwards, and people like Cameron Diaz are wearing them, and Jay-Z and Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber's had real gold in it and real gold beads, and it was like 24,000. But they were a huge thing in the sort of early noughties.
I think they're still popular now, aren't they? I still see people wearing them, and so after we've done our little beaded section, however large or small it is, we're just going to do our next little set of knots. Now, in the past, we used to glue our macrame, and I've recently discovered that. And glue, sometimes it's a bit messy.
So what would you glue? What do you think?
So what you do, if you'd cut these threads off, because we finished our macrame now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we would cut these threads off, and if you didn't glue or do what I'm going to show you, it would unravel.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Now there's probably 1.5% of Essilon that if you add glue to, it darkens the colour.
Right.
Okay, which can be quite annoying sometimes.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but I've recently discovered this. Okay. Now children need supervising for this.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so we're going to take our work off our board. So
Yep.
I'll show you how we cut the ends, and then I'll show you how we do the slidey clasp.
Okay.
Okay, so you need, again, children's supervision, you need a good old-fashioned cigarette lighter.
Right.
Or naked flame, or candle,
Okay.
anything with a flame.
Make
okay?
sure you've got a responsible adult with you. Mark's with me, I'm fine.
Yes. So all we're going to do is we're going to cut those threads, leaving a couple of millimetres.
Okay.
Okay, so we do that side, and we'll do this side, like so. And all we're going to do is just take back your lazy strands, and all we're going to do, using the blue part of the flame, not the gold, is we're going to go 1, 2, give it a squidge. That is melted.
Okay.
So then we're going to fold it over the other side. Okay, we're going to just hold it against the flame. You can see it melting. So 1, 2, squidge. Okay, so that's hot. Now we've put it against at the ends. It's sealed. There's no way that can unravel.
So would we, if we didn't have a thread zapper?
Thread zapper wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't it?
No, it would slice the white of the thread, but it wouldn't melt it back enough to mix the threads in.
Okay.
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 So that's our working strands done. So
Fab.
to do the slidey clasp, okay, this is the demo that I've been trying to get to for the demo day.
Yeah, fabulous.
Okay. So we've got our piece of work. Obviously this is a bit shorter than it would be intended. So we're going to take one set of threads in one direction. We're going to take the other set threads across the other. So they're basically overlapping, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to use, you see these slots, we've got vertical and horizontal slots. We're going to go corner to corner.
Okay.
So we're going to place the threads in one side, and we're going to take all of the threads into the other corner, okay? So in effect now, those 4 threads are our new lazy strand.
Okay.
We're going to turn our board, so I'm working at it properly. So we're going to take a bit of thread, the piece that you've just cut is strong enough. So we're going to take that thread underneath all 4, and we're going to do, now I always do 20 for a sliding clasp.
Okay.
We're going to do 20 square knots. So we're going to do 1, I won't do 20 now, unless you've got something to show, and I can do the...
No, what I was going to say is, Becky's just said to me that we've got 33 people with the macrame sets in baskets not checked out. We've got less than 20 left. There's a queue on the phone lines waiting for... Now, again, I just want to say, if you're on the phone line right now and you're going, oh my gosh, we have, at the moment, 33 people haven't checked out. We've got 19 left. So if you're on the phone, please hold those phone lines. It's free to call us from a BT land, or in fact any UK landline. It's free to call us from a UK landline. Please hold those lines. We will. It's been so jam-packed. Our call centre will get to you. They will get to you. ASAP, I promise. Please do hold the lines.
That's an amazing bundle.
It is.
I'd love to know where Becky managed to find them.
Well, I literally walked into the office earlier, and Becky went, I'm with you tonight. Now, Becky, normally, lovely Becky, is normally cameras, pottering around out there, dropping things, passing out, falling over, but very quietly, which is lovely. But she's producing me tonight, and she's producing the show and doing an absolute dream of a job of it as well. But I walked into the office and I went, how's the show looking today, Becky? She went, oh, we've got so much! That was her reaction. I was like, only dogs can hear you now, Beck. But it is jam-packed. Please do make sure that you are checking out. So why do you normally do 20 for
because that gives you an inch, and I think you need a substantial length to do your opening and closing. I won't do that now, but I would tend to do 20 Okay, so we've done our slidey clasp now.
Yeah.
So we're going to take it off our board again.
Yeah, smash him.
Okay, so that's our little section. So first thing we're going to do, now this is why I think burning your ends instead of gluing, because what we always used to do in the past was, if I can just use this to point, this last little knot here, we would pop a bit of glue and then we would cut our ends off.
Yeah.
Now 9 times out of 10 the glue would seep through the S-long into your slidey, so it wouldn't budge, you wouldn't be able to close or open it, okay? So we'll do this first. Make sure that it is your working strands that you're going to cut and singe.
Okay.
So we'll do what we did again earlier. So we're going to cut, we're going to 3 seconds, and then give it a squidge, turn it over. Then we've got our second thread.
Yep.
Going to cut and singe. So that's nice and sealed,
Yep.
but it
We've still got that
gives us the movement. If I can just untangle my threads. You can still do the slidey motion.
Fabulous.
Okay, backwards and forwards. So just pull those.
Now that
threads
gives us
through.
the adjustability anyway,
Yes, yep.
so that you can wear it as small or to the maximum length.
Absolutely.
And it's a fabulous clasp to put in on a necklace as well, isn't it?
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
you've got that adjustability,
That's right.
so you can wear a long line or maybe a short line. So this can be used on any of the S-lons that we've had in the pack.
Absolutely.
S-lon that we've had in the kit.
Yep.
Plus, I have some rainbow. Not Zippy and Georgian Bungle, although sometimes with me and you. We've got a bundle of gorgeous colours. Now, up above the streets and houses, rainbows flying high. Are you happy, Ben? Good. We've got some lovely colours for you. Now, I'm just double checking, they're all the same gauge, aren't they? They look like they are. Can we just double? There are 0.4 all of them, yeah?
Yep.
Smashing. 70 metres of all of them. Evergreen, light copper, navy, orchid, pale yellow, red and sky blue.
Do you have a favourite?
Navy. I've got a thing, yeah. Navy, definitely.
Right.
Navy,
I like the one above, that sort of burgundy colour.
Yeah, it's nice as well. They look beautiful together,
but all of that
actually.
entire range, there will always be a combination of 2 or 3 that will work together. It's a beautifully put together bundle.
It is fantastic, isn't it? Really, really is. 490 metres all together in this bundle.
So
they're all a 0.4. Now, so talk to you were saying
so one
about
of these, you need 1.5 metres.
Okay. That's a lot of friendship bracelets
So
right
that's
there.
over 230, 40 bracelets.
I'm glad you're here because my maths is pants. These are gorgeous colours. Do you know what I love about them as well? They've got that lovely sheen to them. They're not
very
a
nice,
matte finish.
No.
They've got a lovely sheen to them. But I would, yeah, definitely. For me, I'm navies, greys and blacks because it's always slimming. But no, the navy's got a lovely sheen to it as well. Mind you, the navy and the sky blue's beautiful, but as is the sky blue and the yellow.
The navy and the yellow.
Yeah, definitely. Really complementary. Really complementary. All of these, you don't have to choose. You don't have to choose which colour you are going to be having because you are going to get all 8 fabulous S-lon reels. $21.95 on your screen. $21.95 for all 8 of your S-lon cords. The colours look fab, don't they? Really, really gorgeous. They're all a 0.4, over 400 metres. So many of you on the phone lines and checking out, which is gorgeous to see. This is what we've just used as the point. Is that
This
the
is the
0.4?
0.4.
Yeah, so this is the 0.4 that we've just used.
Absolutely,
Okay, gorgeous.
absolutely.
It came together very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it does. I mean, you can actually make, I've made them in the past on shows, Macrame Shambhala rings. So you can have, you can wear that as a ring.
Fab
and have
idea.
A little dongle.
Yeah.
Obviously, you do smaller beads. So all we need to do to finish is we need to put our little, I call them dongles, toggles, I don't know, whatever you want to call them.
Jay-Z's
So,
copyright.
Yeah, and because the drill holes are so large in these beads, you see, we can...
Now, these are the rhodonites that you've had, which is a beautiful, natural, and quite a rare, beautiful gemstone. Rhodonite, of course, comes from the Greek and Latin for rose stone. And that's where, of course, because of its beautiful rose colour, that's where it takes its name from. It's a really beautiful... When you see it in mineral form, there's lots and lots and lots of masking, which is that kind of jet black colour, and hardly any of the pinks. Now, you've got to remember what transitions a mineral to a gemstone. When does a mineral stop being a mineral? When does it become a gemstone? It becomes a gemstone when it's beautiful, when it's durable, and when it's rare. And when you've got more of those pinks and more of those beautiful dusky tones, all sort of more empowering than those sort of jet blacks running through the gemstones, that's when it becomes a rhodonite gemstone. And you've got a strand that we have not seen the like. We haven't seen it in the rounds like that. Absolutely gorgeous. So again, to kind of get that with the kit, and you're saying as well, really generous sized drill holes as well, apertures, sorry. I do think...
No, it's fantastic.
It's just working so beautifully, isn't it?
It's amazing. So to finish off the bracelet, we need to open up the aperture, okay, so to enable it to go over the widest part of our wrist, okay. At that point, okay, we need to take our beads down to the clasp, okay, and then we need to, I just tend to tie one single knot.
Okay. With the double strand, though?
With the double strand, yeah. So bring the knots through. And then what I tend to use, let me do that properly. I'm all nervous about that board now. It's ridiculous. We've got it back in. So this is another reason for the T-pins, you see. Now Fleur will talk you through this in the pearl knotting, but for tying a knot up against a pearl or a bead, you make the loop, okay? You make the loop, and then we take the T-pin through the loop, and then we just pull it down.
Ah, okay. And then
nice
you can take the T-pin out.
Then we take the T-pin out, and then the knot.
Great, that's so
this is what pearl uses.
Great tip.
Uses for, and then we just cut the end there, and then we'll do the same. What you could do, because you've got two threads on, instead of doing it that way, you can actually knot. So just do a single double knot, and then feed that through, and again exactly the same, and then we'll go in, and we'll cut the ends. So you've got two versions of the same knot, if you like. Then you would cut away and singe your ends away, and then you just pull using your little beads, and that's your Shambhala toggle clasp in effect. Obviously, you'd make them the same length.
Fab. But, and the T-pins, we do have just the T-pins on their own. Very limited availability. 35 in the pack, $3.95 for the T-pins. I honestly, if you got them in the kit, well done. There are hardly any.
I would double up.
Hardly any of these, just the T-pin packs. There's hardly any of those available. Mark has just said multi-buy if you get a chance to. If you're very quick, you might get that chance to. But again, I mean, I try to think how many you've got in there.
I've got about 500 in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we did a technique today where we used T-pins to make a what's the word I'm thinking? A surround for a cabochon wrap.
Okay.
Okay, and to do it from start to finish, we use about 48 T-pins. Then we make our cabochon wrapping. Then we take all the pins out. Now we won't be able to do today's technique without using the T-pin. So that's amazing.
Well, for $3.95, please just make sure that you are multi-buying in that opportunity.
Yes,
$3.95 on your screen. Now we've got some lovely messages coming in, so we're just going to read a few of those coming in. So this is from Nina, who's Mark. So glad you are pleased with the seed beading board. I'm sat here with mine, busy beading. Love, Jane. Jane, nice to hear from you. What a gorgeous, gorgeous gift. Fab, fab, fab. That's lovely. Really lovely. Nice to see you, my lovely. Pauline, that is just great, Mark. You've made it easy for me to knot now. Thank you all at JM. It's so helpful. Thank you, Pauline. Great. This is from Sujay, who says, thanks for this demo, Mark. I usually try to do the sliding bit in my hand and get in such a muddle. Never thought to use the corner of the board.
So that's what today's all about, we thought. Just those little hints and tips that make your life easy.
Absolutely. Life hacks. Jewellery Maker life hacks right here. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Listen, make sure that you're checking out on the T-pins, the Macrame board. Have we got any of that? We can't have any of the Macrame left. Okay, so we've got way less than 20 of the Macrame board bundle with the S-lons and the T-pins. There's less than 30 kits left, and more of you there that haven't yet checked them out from your basket. Please take that next step and check out. Okay, so we've got some gorgeous jadeite coming up for you in about 5 minutes' time. This is a gemstone, and just humour me for a sec, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the green, I'm going to grab the yellow, I'm going to grab the forest green, I've got some Ceylon as well coming up, but just thinking about the exact technique that Mark has just used with the rhodonite on a jadeite Shambhala style bracelet, but with the S-lons that you would have just grabbed, hopefully, in the bundles.
For me, with jadeite, I always use red.
Oh, tell me what? Because of the lucky.
Because of the lucky and the oriental inspired
yes,
look.
absolutely.
We've got that dark red over there.
We have. I'm going to grab that, actually. That's a really good point, because
beautiful.
when you think of the history, actually, of jadeite, and you think about the history of the colour red throughout that historic sort of, you know, what would not myth and legend, beliefs, because they do look,
Oh, that is so beautiful.
Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Just to let you know, the pre-orders on the jadeite flying, absolutely flying. I'm going to pop that back. Shall I grab the Ceylon? Right, it's 2 purple ones, an orange and a green. Got it. Not Gollum, no, my precious. No, not that one. I've got them. Here we go. So, talk to me about. Do you know what? I haven't seen these before.
Ah, okay.
So talk to me about your Ceylon.
So we've got S-lon, which stands for super long. Okay, it's a brand name.
Okay.
And we do the S-lon in 0.9, 0.4, and 0.3, which we've had on the show so far.
We have.
Now Ceylon, and we've just recently discovered that the C stands for caravan. That's the brand name. Caravan Lon, Ceylon, is 0.1. Okay. Now it's a very, very, very fine thread, which we've stocked for quite a while now, over a year, and it's been very popular. But since seed beads hit Planet Jewellery Maker, we now have a thread for every single seed bead that we have. Okay, so in the part, so if you're looking at Fireline or your Wildfire, it comes in blacks, greys, whites, greens, occasional red. But with the Ceylon, it goes through your size 10 needle, so you can do all your seed beading. And as I said earlier, we've got a colour in Ceylon now to match every single colour seed bead we have.
Amazing.
So it's really come into its own the past few months.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because normally it's smoke black, or smoke charcoal frost.
Yep, crystal.
And then there was a forest green
and a red,
recently.
which we've had on twice, I think.
Okay.
Not very regularly.
Okay. In that case, then, seed beaders unite. Assemble. Seed beaders assemble. We've got 300 metres. You've got your lavender orchid, your light copper, and your green. They are all 75 metres long. Each one of them 75 metres long. $4.95 for all 4 of them.
That's amazing.
Really lovely.
And sometimes, if you have the gems of distinction strands with a little tassel, sometimes, especially with diamonds, the drill hole is so fine that none of our S-lons will go through. So we've not been able to do macrame in the past, but now we've got Ceylon, which you can use as your lazy strand to go through your beads, and then it doesn't matter what cord you use for your outside. It doesn't matter, you can use anything at all. But it's making,
so, that makes total sense. Okay, I do have another colourway for you. In fact, I have another 2 colourways. I'm grabbing these are lovely for autumn. These are beautiful colours, aren't they? Have a look at these. We'll bring the graphics in on your screen for these ones. So you've got, these are beautiful for autumn. Really gorgeous. If you've got your tiger's eye, if you've got your jaspers, you know, all of those sort of wonderful sort of warm, earthy tones. So this is your sienna, your light brown, your chocolate, and your olive. And again, that's 75 metres of each, 0.1, $7.95 to $4.95 for you tonight. Make sure that you are checking those out. And then we've got one more colourway for you as well. And I hate to rush you, but we've got to make sure we squeeze in the jadeite. So this colourway we've got for you, a beautiful royal blue. It's a very strong, lovely colour, isn't it? Really nice. Dark cream, brown, royal blue, and ash. 0800 644 655. Make sure that you know you're not paying £8 for these. No, £4.95 for demo day. Do make sure that you're checking out. Great to have your company tonight. Listen, it is time for Jadeite. Thank you to everybody who's pre-ordered on this already. This is a gemstone that we're very passionate about here at Jewellery Maker. And I've got to say, the colour on this strand, you know what? I'll show it to you. It's your star by next. Jadeite, very important that we kind of very quickly, before we bring the graphics in, we talk to you about how the Chinese grade their Jadeite. Very, very important that you know this, because there's only one official grading of gemstones in the world, and that's for your diamonds, that it's official through the GIA. Everything else is kind of industry standard. So your Tanzanite, for example, your pearls, it's all, your chrome dioxide, it's all created within the industry, within wholesale and traders when we're buying the gemstones. So D is basically where your Jadeite has been filled and dyed, okay? Grade C is where your Jadeite has been dyed but not filled. No, actually that's wrong. Grade D, sorry, is fake Jadeite. Grade C is dyed and filled. Grade B is dyed but not filled. And then grade A is unenhanced. They don't talk about depth of colour, they just talk about the natural unenhanced grade A. Got it for you. Got it for you. Grade A, Jadeite. Unenhanced and natural. Some of the best colour that I've seen, because there is some lovely apple greens here.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen it so translucent as this ever.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It's normally an opaque gemstone.
It is. There is definite that lovely translucency, and the mint greens. There are. Let me show you. Right, this one here. These two here. That's what I would call a pearl green. Very, very subtle colour. Really subtle tone coming through. Look at the one next to it. Look at that beautiful sage. Strength, and then we come up, we've got some lovely apple green, got some proper mint greens coming through here as well. Beautiful saturation, really, really, really lovely. Some of the best that I've seen actually, specifically on a strand, you know. Lovely when it isn't filled. Lovely when it's natural. Absolutely gorgeous. Very, very historic, as I'm sure that you would, without a doubt, know. We're getting, on this 38 centimetre strand, 200 carats of Jadeite plain rounds, 8 mil. Now, I would suggest that you just jump on the phone lines and check out on this one as soon as you possibly can. But I am going to ask Mark, I mean, obviously, what you've just demoed.
That's what I would do.
It's perfect, isn't it?
Completely, absolutely. I would do no more than 5.
Yep.
And you've got plenty of scope to colour grade in here,
Yes,
so I'd
you
have the darkest in
Yep.
the centre, getting lighter either side,
graduate it.
2 of your
Lovely.
toggles, and I would probably sell that for, because it's such a rare stone, £20?
Easily, easily. And if you're thinking, so you're using there, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gemstones just there. So that's what you're saying. So you're 5, then 2 on the toggle clasp. So that's your 7. So you've got, let's think, so we're looking at 2 inches there. So you've got let's just have a look. You've got, inch-wise, we're looking at a 16-inch strand. You're using 7, so that's 2 inches. So you are getting, my gosh, a huge amount of bracelets out of that.
8 bracelets.
8 bracelets?
Oh, that's with 7. As I said, you could do individual wish bracelets with just 1.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Katie Reed was with us last night.
Yes.
She had a Jadeite bracelet on. Fleur wears one.
Claire McDonald, I believe, as well.
McDonald.
Yes,
Laura Binding. Amazing. Now, if you wanted to stretchy, which is what our lovely guest designers have got with maybe just one little charm coming off. So we're talking there, I'm a 6.5-inch wrist, 6-inch wrist. So there's plenty there for 2, isn't there?
Wow, at least. Plus matching earrings. That'll make a really nice set, wouldn't it? That'll be lovely.
And what would you sell a stretchy for if you would?
That would be full bracelet, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I think it would be 25, 27.50, something like that.
That's amazing when you think about what this strand is setting you back. if you were thinking about maybe one head pin through there with a shepherd's hook, matching colours for earrings, just jadeite, just the fact that it is genuine jadeite, 2 on a head pin, silver findings, I would imagine.
£10.
I think that's too low. I think that's too low.
Well, I sell my earrings at £5.
Depending on, but what about
all gemstones?
All gemstones. You're very reasonable.
Yeah. I have 3 price ranges. I have your £5.
Yeah.
I have your 750s, and then I have my posh range, which but they start at £15. I mean, they're not. It's not extortion at all. I can do sapphire, ruby, diamond earrings for £15.
I just think I honestly believe that when you see the colour of this strand, I think that you are going to be over the moon. Over the moon. I think you need to see these colours in person. Think about the history of the gemstone. Think about the rarity of the gemstone. Think about how, when you look at jade, you know, in jewellers, if you get a chance to see it, when you look at the history of jade, you look how revered it is. So much a revered gemstone. It really, really is. When you're thinking about all of that, and then you think about the fact that you're getting a strand of it, I would say, now, my first strand, star by, when I came back here a year ago, were jadeite rounds. I haven't really seen anything like it since, but what I am seeing here is a much better and much stronger saturation, a much more exciting saturation of colour than just the pearl greens. The pearl greens are lovely, don't get me wrong, but that beautiful colour.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Very, very lovely. See, I don't think, I'm not being funny, look at that screen there.
Yep.
Does that colour look as good as it does on my hand?
No, it never
if
does,
I was to bring in, just humour me for a second, see that this is Mark's box full of T-pins. I think you might need a new box, love.
Yes.
But you've got look at that colour there. See this in the studio. That's like a sort of duck egg, almost Tiffany green, isn't it?
Yeah. I've never seen a strand like this with again, the translucency. You don't expect to see that with jadeite, do you?
You really don't.
Some of them have got clarity.
They have. There's beautiful moments of diaphanity in there. There really, really is. I would, again, if you are thinking of putting a bracelet together, you could hand pick matching tones throughout there. You may go for 4 sort of more pale tones and 1 deeper green in the centre for your, as Mark was saying, using that for your, you know, your odd numbers in your gemstone. You've got such beautiful, beautiful colours, and you're thinking about those beautiful tones of green, the softness, think about the depth as well, think about the perfect size. Let's now have a look at the drill hole size. Because even on the temporary strand, I think that's doubled up. Hang on, let me just double check. That does look as if it's doubled up there.
Yes, yep.
So that's going to be a really workable size drill hole there, isn't it?
So you'll get your 0.4 through. Well, I think that's doubled up 0.4, so you're looking at 0.8, which is what the drill hole was in the last strand. Yeah.
Amazing. £19.95. Make sure that you are checking these out. They are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. What have you grabbed that for?
This is one piece of next kid in the next hour.
Oh,
okay.
Excuse me.
Oh, you're wearing a piece, aren't you? And then.
There was a moment, a conflicting moment as to which one I was going to wear, and I thought, I think everybody needs to see this, because that on a bust in a jeweller's, you would just go, wow.
This is an extraordinary kit.
This from Liz. Hi Liz, my lovely. She says, jadeite just gets better and better. Love it to have so many strands. One more won't hurt, will it? No.
I must have 10 or 11 by now. Must have a lot.
It's lovely. You have got 2,000 strands plus at home though.
You remember?
I do remember. Yeah, something that we talk about regularly. Very, very regularly. Sorry, say that again, my darling. Would you use the seal-on for pearls?
You can, but you may find that the drill hole will be too large. So you can double up the seal-on, so you've got double thickness and use it. But I think just one would be too fine, and the knot would pop into the pearl.
Okay. Good tip there. Listen, do not go anywhere. Go to my Facebook page and have a look at this beautiful necklace that Mark has made. We've got the huge cascade of gemstones coming up. It's nuggets galore. We are in happy mode. The of nuggets is here. Don't go anywhere.
We're very excited to introduce Patti McCourt to the Jewellery Maker family. Patti is a professional bead artist, bead designer, tutor and consultant, and has a wealth of experience in the art of seed beading. Make sure you tune in on Thursday the 24th at 1 p.m. for Patti's debut show. Our team have put together some amazing kits in order for Patti to demonstrate her incredible seed bead designs.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Buying with Jewellery Maker online couldn't be easier. Just head over to our website, JewelleryMaker.com, and click on the register link. Simply fill in the required fields and you can shop 24/7. You'll also be privy to a faster checkout and personalised offers. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs. Our Jewellery Maker community is a fantastic platform to share, learn, chat and make new friends. So why not like our Facebook page and join over 64,000 like-minded people.
Buying from Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When we bring an item to you, all the graphics come on screen, and this gives you all the information that you will need to know, from the item code to the product description with all of the key information. Then the price comes on, and whether you join at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So, when you see an item that you would like to buy, simply pick up the phone and dial our free phone number, and you'll get through to our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, you can join us at www.jewellerymaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, the one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
Welcome back. It is gorgeous to have your company. Welcome to the Late Show. My name's Ray. Lovely to have your company. And hardest worker in the room, Mr. Mark Smith. And he is the
God, look at
just
this.
the heart. You know what? It's in your element right now. Because you are known for your amazing work with nuggets and chips. And we have got so much to get through. So
There's one
much.
strand on there that I'm really unsure about.
Okay, which one would that be?
And it is the third from you. So not the moonstone on the end, not the diamonds, but the next one. Is it? It is. It is. Oh my word.
Now it's closer.
Oh.
Like a little bit of chrome dioxide. It's beautiful. Sort of proper British racing green colour, isn't it?
That has the look of green tourmaline.
It has actually, yeah. Yeah, proper bottle greens.
Oh my word.
Gorgeous stuff.
Wow.
They're all coming up. They are all coming up. But we are going to kick off with brand new in stock, beautiful chain. I have to say, it's such a beautifully made chain. Knowing our sort of team as I do, look at that. So we've got a solid sterling silver curb chain. Every single millimetre of it is drenched in 18 karat gold, and it's just got that lovely little heart tag, either at the back of the neckline or at the front, depending on where it is that you want to wear it, of course. But a stunning, rich gold colour. Now, again, you know, you may have worked with gemstones that you're thinking, oh yeah, I've got a nice silver chain, but actually I'd really love a gold chain. I'd really love a gold coloured chain. Do you know what? The price, I am absolutely mesmerised by the price of this chain. The wonderful thing about it is, if say you're making a beady bead, for example, or maybe you've got a beautiful wire wrapped big cabochon, or, you know, think about something that you may have at home that needs a beautiful gold chain. For example, lapis lazuli with gold. Oh my God, it just elevates it to a whole other level of luxury. It really, really does. Think about the gemstones that you've got at home and you've been thinking, yes, actually, I like it with the silver, but it looks very sumptuous and really opulent with a little bit of gold colour. Well, I'll tell you what, you are going to get the most amazing deal. Brand new, back in stock for us at under £10. Now, we had an under £10 day yesterday. I thought that was pretty awesome. I am loving demo day, so are you. £6.95 is great, isn't it?
I always talk about this, and I'm not being derogatory about it at all, but you know the shop that you can't actually buy anything that you see, it's all with a catalogue and a little pen and little digity numbers.
They sell gym stuff and garden stuff and jewellery.
You wouldn't find anything anywhere near.
Not of the quality, and I think this is where I often say this, and I know it's funny, but my best mate Beck, I absolutely adore her. You know, we've been friends for since we were 15. We've been friends for years, best mates for years and years and years. Not you, Beck. I don't think you were born. I don't think you were born when I was 15, sweetheart. But if you think about how she used to say to me, but it's not real though, is it? It's not real. I know you say it's real, but it's not, is it? She knows now because she's bought loads of jewellery through me. But she used to go, but it's not real. And I think when people see a price like this, it absolutely, and I understand their assumption and the presumption, because you don't believe that precious metals could cost this price.
Do you know what I would do? It's quite mercenary actually, is I would buy two. I would take off the hearts and make them into a pair of earrings.
Lovely idea.
And then use the necklace, because they're so pretty to be at the back of a neck.
They are. I agree with you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Really, really pretty. I think that's a lovely idea. Really lovely, with some of the gold overlay on top of solid sterling silver findings that we've had for you. Definitely.
It's large enough to stamp an initial. You could have his and her initials front and back, couldn't you?
Lovely idea. Do make sure that you are checking out. You know, if you think about it, when obviously, you know, I've seen in the past for prices like this on chains, I have seen jewellery shop owners who have got involved and bought 10s and 20s and just sell them on at a higher price. Because it really, when you think about it, the prices that you're seeing on screen, they are probably better than what you would get wholesale as a jeweller, which is fab. And this is from Sally. Oh, my giddy aunt, that's a necklace and a half. It's got a gorgeous gleam, hasn't it, Sally? Thanks so much for your message, Elaine. I heart the heart detail. See what she's done there? I love it.
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
I never knew that. I get loads of them.
Oh,
and I've never known what it means.
It means...
It's a sideways heart.
Yeah, I heart.
Oh,
what did you think people were trying to say to you?
No idea.
Oh, fantastic.
No idea.
Every day's a school day, Mark. Every day's a school day.
Oh, my God.
I'm learning and you're learning. It's a two-way thing, see?
Of course it is, of course it is. Well, thank you for that.
There we go, see? Happy days. Look, it's kit time now. I know it's demo day, it's jam-packed. I do love it, and I would love it if we could do demo day every single day. To be fair, I think that our guest designers would maybe have a little meltdown in a darkened room somewhere if it was every day. But I do think that this is beautiful. I'm going to reach over here and grab the actual jewellery that we're looking at. And again, you know, think how abundant the gemstones are in the actual jewellery themselves. Now I'm wearing one, it's just hidden away, so I'm just going to get that and get that to sit. And so you get a chance to see the neckline piece. absolutely in awe of this necklace. In awe. I've got to ask, how long did it take to make?
It took me about 3.5 hours to rethread all the chips.
Okay.
In 3 centimetre lengths. Well, no, 3 inch lengths, sorry.
Okay.
And then it took me about 5 minutes to make the necklace.
Wow, okay. Now,
but I just adored it. And the strands in this bundle are, well, it's not a bundle, it's a kit, isn't it? I must say, it's a kit, it's not a bundle, are phenomenal.
It's a beautiful array of colour that we've got. And I love what you've done as well, because these colours, and I'll be honest, I would never be thinking about putting the purples in there. Oh my gosh, they make the greens pop, don't they?
They're stunning.
Absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So, I'm wearing, if I just put a little bit of skin tone behind the necklace that I'm wearing, you get a chance to see as well how many stunning gemstones are in this as well. Now, you've got the most amazing apatite, beautiful garnets. I love what you've done here. This is fabulous. And then, of course, it continues. I'll just move this mane out of the way. Let me turn that way for you. And you can see then it continues at the neckline as well, then all the way up to the back, which is beautiful. Did you, are these something that you have put, this is,
yes.
So these are, you've made these components?
Yes, that's what I'm going to show you in the demo.
So excited to see this.
Yes.
Okay, let me just go through with you what you're getting. I think it's really important that you get a chance to see it. So, first and foremost, let's go through what you're getting. Oh my gosh, look at all that colour. Oh, beautiful. So we've got Tanzanite plain small nuggets, an 85 centimetre strand, 120 carats. Then we've got for you your sky blue apatite. So, and I have to say, the glow on the apatite is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. There's like a neon intensity there coming through. The sky blue apatite, you're looking at 83 centimetre strand, 180 carats. Botswana agate, 240 carats on an 86 centimetre strand. Amethysts there for you, they are 86 centimetre strand, 250. We've got your garnets coming up for you at 250 carats, and that's also an 84 centimetre strand. Aventurine, we've got for you the beautiful green aventurine, 86 centimetre strand. I've got to say, the carnelian is so intense in that burnt orange, isn't it?
It's the strand of the kit for me.
It's just
phenomenal.
Such a beautiful colour, so intense.
And you know when you get pale yellows and whites and creams, but not in this.
This is
like
a
really
really
opal.
burnt
Beautiful.
orange beauty, isn't it? Really, really outstanding colour. Then we're getting, so that's all your gemstones that you're getting. So your amethyst, your tanzanite, Botswana agate, carnelian, garnet, your beautiful apatite, and your aventurine. Stunning, stunning, stunning. All basically varying in length from 84 to 86 centimetres in length, so double length strands. Then we've got for you 72 yards of the sand ash Nymo thread. And then you've got the 72 yards of the white as well. Talk to me about Nymo thread. That's just something very, very new to me. Is it something very similar to the Ceylon?
It's very similar to the Ceylon, but it's not elastic, it's not stretchy, but it has more give than the Ceylon does. And it's the first time that I've had it in a kit.
Okay.
I've never had it before.
How did you find it?
Never seen it before. I didn't use it.
Oh, didn't you?
Hands up.
Okay.
I didn't use it.
Okay.
I didn't need to use it. So that would just go back in my stash and do it for my seed beading.
So of course what you've done here.
So for this,
for the oh sorry, my hair's falling out there.
So this is Kumahimo or Chipahimo, and I've used a white beading thread because I wanted something with more rigidity to it. Yeah,
okay.
So that's what I've done with this one
Lovely
here.
colours. I love those clusters. They're fabulous. So we've got the necklace here, which is just so, I mean, it's abundant with gemstones, which is fabulous. I'm wearing the gemstone necklace here. I know you're going to demo with this components as well as kind of, you know, how to sort of put these pieces together. Let's bring your price in on screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strands. 7 strands. And then, of course, your Nymo thread. 18.95. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So even if I was to sit here and sell you these individually at £4.95, let's just round it up to £5 because my maths isn't very good, and I did have to just double check that. The saving is huge. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Not a single one of those warrants being £5 or under.
But even in worst case scenario,
Yes,
in one of our clearances, one of our sales, you know, at £5 each, that's £35 for the gemstones there. Goodness me.
That's amazing. Well done.
Question.
Yeah.
Let's be, you know, thinking about a price if you were to sell this necklace.
£80.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Because of the amethyst and the carnelian, the aventurine is stunning as well, and obviously you need to put your time into it as well. And I'm adept hand at threading chips now. I can do it quite quickly now, but lots of newbies. I mean, it takes a long time to restrand chips and nuggets, and it's a labour of love, but worth every minute.
It really is to that effect.
Yes,
What I'm going to do is I'm going to spin it round because this bit is important. I know that I've got the components in this necklace. I will take this off in a minute, but I will take it off in a minute, and I will show you the components again on this one. But have a look at these components here that come together. Now obviously there's a bolt ring clasp there, that's fine, stash, but these components here, these beautiful coiled cones that you've got here that are a real feature here, absolutely gorgeous, very, very, look, really high-end finish to the necklace as well.
Yeah, but I think you probably need these cones. Whether it's a wire-made cone or,
isn't it?
Because underneath that cone is all the gubbins
Yeah,
that you
but
don't
it's
want
hiding,
to see. So.
I'm not going to say a multitude of sins, because I'm sure you've done it beautifully and very, very professionally, but it's hiding all the work,
That's
isn't it?
Absolutely. So you need something like that substantial to cover.
Fabulous. Over half the stock has gone out the door already, which is not surprising. Take us through, you just kind of take us through your demo, my lovely.
Well,
now I know I've got...
I demoed this last Wednesday on the morning show.
Okay.
And it was a very, very, very quick demo. Again, I was covering.
Yep.
So it was actually a challenge that Carol gave me. It was a chip and nugget challenge.
Okay.
So we showed it. But again, I've been asked so many times to re-show it for people who missed the show.
And absolutely, you know, if we think about how many people don't get a chance to see the morning show, and obviously, you know, for example, for those of us that work all day and then we're here in the evening, it's brilliant to be able to re-show it. And of course, over the last 6 weeks, the new customers that we've had through the door, such an essential technique. So,
I want chips and nuggets to be as popular in the future as it has been in the past, because as the viewers know, it's a massive passion of mine, and I think it's a real cliche, but I think we need chips and nuggets. Even as a newbie, as a new joiner to Jewellery Maker,
absolutely.
they're just adorable.
I think that our materials for threading chips and nuggets, I think what we're able to offer everybody at home now since we've evolved over the last 6 years, I think is incredible anyway. I think it kind of opens the door for so many different avenues and mediums for us as well.
Completely.
Over to you, my lovely.
So I've used lots and bits and pieces from my stash. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make a bracelet version of the necklace. Okay, so it's exactly the same technique.
Fab.
So as well as your chips and nuggets, now the reason that I love this necklace so much is, as I said, it takes quite a while to restrand the chips, but minutes to make the necklace. Okay, so it's for people who have masses of chips in their stash, not sure what to do with, but they want to make big, beautiful statement jewellery that doesn't take much time, then this is the technique. Okay, so as well as your chip strands, you will need 0.6 wire, 0.4 wire, and 1mm wire. Now the 1mm wire.
I was going to say, all I was going to say is, can that time re-threading the chips be spent in front of the TV? It doesn't have to be necessarily dedicated time where you're... No,
absolutely. Obviously, you're not going to be able to watch the screen and do your chippings, but you can have it on. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Great.
So the 0.4 is to re-thread your chips with. Okay. The reason I use wire is because I want the twist to hold together. I want it to keep its shape. Okay. If you wanted to use the Nymo or the Eslon, obviously you'd need to plait rather than twists to keep its shape. So I've got my 3 gauges of wire, I've got some jump rings and a clasp, and also I'm going to show you how to make the Wags Y cones that we've got here. If you notice, there's quite a large aperture at the top there, so you need a stopper of some description. So I've gone into my stash and I've found some chunky 4mm metal seed beads that I'm going to use to stop all the gubbins coming through. Okay, so to make a bracelet version, obviously you need to decide on the length of your necklace or the length of your bracelet. So for the bracelet length, I've gone for 11 centimetres in length.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought that's 11 centimetres, that's 5.5 inches, then plus the wide cones and a clasp, you're looking at between 6.5 and 7 inches in length. Okay, so that's absolutely perfect. So what I've done, I've taken my strand, okay, this is how I rethread. I take my strand, cut one end, and normally you have these frondy ends sticking out, so you know where the start and finish is. So cut one side of the knot, and then hold that strand up on your macrame board. You've got your 11 centimetres or your 36 centimetres for your necklace, whatever you're going to use. And then I slide those off into a pile. And then I go along, I choose the next length, and making sure that they're nicely tight on your strand. You find the right length, you slide them off into a pile. Okay. So the next stage is you have your little pile of chips. Don't look at what you're picking up. Okay, just randomly pick, because if you spend time sorting through them, inevitably you'll end up with larger at the beginning and they'll get smaller. And it's just, your brain plays tricks on you. Like, it's quite greedy, the old brain. So you'll pick up the big ones and end with the small. As you can see, I've sort of done there. That's not intentional. So just don't look, just randomly pick at your pile. Okay, pop every single chip on in your strand. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start. I always start with the wrap loop at the beginning. I thread on my chips, and then to finish the wrap loop, we need our round nose pliers. So I pop right on the top. Can you hear me? I'm actually touching on the nuggets there. And I'm just going to tie a wrap loop. Oops, thank you. Okay, so do a couple of wrap loops there.
Oh, got it.
Leaving that little loop.
Thanks, Mike.
No problem.
So kind of you, my love, for that coffee. Cheers, honestly.
Drink?
Thanks, Mike.
So we're going to cut the end of our little tail off, like so. Okay, so then I'm going to lay down on my bench our 3 sections. For the chunky necklace, I use 5.
Okay.
Okay, if you wanted it chunkier, you could go for 7. To get the twist, you need a minimum of 3 pieces. Okay, so I've got my 3 lengths, pretty much the same in length. Okay, so next thing we need to do, we need to make our cones.
Okay.
So I've got one that I made earlier. So this is what you need the 1mm wire for.
Okay.
That's the 0.6, so a piece of the 1mm. And I didn't want a cone the full length of my wags wide cone here. Now the wags wide cone we have quite sporadically on the internet and off the internet. So,
I actually I have got the mini one coming up. I'm just going to ask, before we do any of the other ones, have we got just some of the reels of wire that we could just bring? Is there any chance that we could just, for our newbies, is that all right, Beck? Thank you, sweetheart. Beck's just going to have a look. I think we've got a bundle with some wire in that we'll bring on screen for you in a minute, in case you are brand new and you're going, I haven't got any wire. I need some. So we'll try and find that for you and pop that on the screen for you. Thanks, lovely.
So I've taken a piece of length about 30 centimetres long, because I'm not doing a full. If I was doing a full cone, I would keep it on the reel. But I only want a short one. Okay. So we're going to take the end of our wire.
What is that called?
A wags wide cone.
A wags wide cone.
Yes, it was invented by a chap called Gary Wagstaff.
Okay.
And he's a viewer of ours.
Oh, hi, Gary.
So he might be watching this evening. And so he's invented this tool and patented it. And I believe it's the top section, the little nozzly point with a hole in, is what his invention is.
Fantastic
and
stuff.
And it's popped it onto a handle. So yeah, named after Gary Wagstaff.
Fabulous. Fab.
So we take our wire.
Yep.
And about 1 inch from one end, we do the beginnings of a wrapped loop. So if I just turn it that way, you can see that I've made a right angle with a loop. This little short tail here, we're going to pop through the hole at the end of our cone.
Yep.
Like so. Now you don't have to do this, but I find it easy if you just push the tail away and then it doesn't catch on your fingers when you're doing your turning.
Yep.
So then all you're going to do, you're going to hold the wire between your left thumb and finger, and you're going to turn with your right hand, or if you're left-handed, you do it in reverse. Make sure it's nice and tight. I tend to hold my fingers right up against the cone and the wire until you get to, if you're doing the same length, count the number of turns. It's about 25 for the smaller, or just hold your first cone up. That's pretty cool.
Just on your screen, if in case you're wondering, it's because we've got...
Gosh, are those what I think they are?
They are indeed. So we've got, this is the Kumahimo.
Oh my word. That's a game changer.
Okay, so we've got the Kumahimo accessory pack. Okay, so these are your clasps and your Kumahimo ends. that you're getting in here, in the gold colour and the silver colour. You're also getting the flush cutters, and we've got some 0.4 of your wire coming in. So it's silver-plated round copper and the gold colour copper wire as well.
You've got 4mm silver and gold wire there. Do you know how rare that is? I don't think we should even be doing it, really. I hope Becky's not going to get in trouble. But these...
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
These ones, talk to us about it. These, what's...
Well,
I mean, you've got your own little set there.
I've got 1 pair, I've got 2 pairs, I've got 3 pairs. I've got 3 pairs here.
Okay.
And they are just... This is going to be the best money you ever spend on your flush cutters. Okay, it's a bead-long product made by Xuron, so they're proper. Yeah. I'm trying to think of a polite word. The dog's Watsits.
Okay. Yes. We like
that. Yeah.
Yes.
These are.
It's a late show. We're allowed.
Yes. So these are the best. Okay. Now we used them today in the workshop. It was a wire macrame workshop, so we were all using the flush cutters.
Yep.
It says what it does on the tin because they are flush. Okay, it's got an amazing. Can you see the valley on the inside? I don't think you can really see it. So you can get right into the tiniest of nooks and crannies to cut the wire. So they are just fantastic. So as you see, I've got 3 pairs of them. I wouldn't be without these now. And to get them in a bundle, with 0.4, we know how
colour. And then of course you've got the Kumihimo. So talk to me about the Kumihimo accessory pack.
So in here you get bales.
Yep.
I think you get, is it 3 or 4 of each?
We get 3 packs.
So you get 3. So it's 3 of your bales to slide onto your Kumihimo. You get bell caps to pop on the end of your Kumihimos. You get oval jump rings to enable you to use the end clasp, the end caps, and you get the most amazing toggle clasps.
They look really substantial,
sets,
the toggle clasps. We're just having a look there. Look, it's an entire bundle. We've got a message here from Elaine who goes, wow, 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 wow. Elaine, have you got the bundle yet? I know you haven't seen a price yet. How much of it are we gonna do a little bit of a special deal? $31.95 on your screen. Wowzers. Okay. Fab, fab, fab.
Wow.
Just make sure you're checking out, confirming. Eileen, Veronica, Rosemary, Anila, Sheila, Edith, Cuts in Buckinghamshire, Alison, Violet, Chris, Mrs. C in Kent, anonymous collectors coming through there before you'd even seen the price, which is really lovely to see. Thank you so much for trusting us on that one. Thank you very, very much. So some of your wire there. Do have a look on our website if you need your 1 mil wire. Right,
these are like part of the family. I adore them. I love them. They're my babies. I've even put my name. We can't really see, but I've put my name on now. I'm very precious about mine.
And to be honest with you, I would, because you put anything down here, it disappears. And this is from Elaine, who says the flush cutters are normally $29.95. Elaine, we did say that we're going to do a special deal for you. Please do. So basically, you are getting the flush cutters and the copper wire, and then just the Kumihimos for free. Sound like a plan? Why not? Why not?
Best £30 you will ever spend. Just thought I'd say that.
Well done. So many of you there.
Well
Thank you so much for joining us. Right, my lovely.
Okay.
You've used your wax cone.
So I've used my wax wire cone. So I need to get my cone off the wax wire cone now. So flush cutters, obviously. So I'm just going to cut the end little tail off so I don't get scratched. And then can you see ever so slightly where we entered the loop into. Can you see you've got the loop going into the hole? What we're going to do, we're going to use our flush cutters. I'm just going to snip, and then that little tail will pop out. Okay. And the cone will slide off like magic.
Fab, fab, fab. Okay. Now, if you're wondering, so well done on the Kumihimo kit. We've got a mini wax wire cone here, so it will make a smaller size cone.
So for your seed beads,
so maybe seed beads.
Yep. Or if you were using smaller beads. Obviously, with a cone this size, with all of that chunk, it wouldn't work. You need something more substantial because you've got a lot to hide. But for your seed beads, Tanzanite would be perfect.
So the Tanzanite strand that we had in the kit,
so
which are the smaller kind of chip sizes that we've got.
Perfect. So if you did a three-strand twist, as we're doing with the agate here, that'd be perfect.
And use the smaller wax wire cone, of course, and then perfect. Brilliant.
I've not seen this one for ages.
Well, details on your screen. We're going to bring the price straight in on this one for you. There's 31 available. Gosh, that's not a lot, is it?
No.
$7.95 on your screen. Thanks, Gary. Brilliant. $7.95 on your screen. Do make sure you're checking out. Listen, while that's on your screen, we are going to go and continue with your demo, because that's what it is, of course, demo day.
Okay, so I've got my second cone, so I'm just going to tidy up the base. I'm going to cut the ring off the top, like so, and you hold them up to each other. Well, one is slightly longer, so I'm just going to cut 2 rounds off the bottom, like so. So I've got my 2 cones. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to hide the gubbins at one end. So as I said earlier, this is exactly the same technique as all of the twist pieces, depending on how many strands you use. So the necklace is 5. Bracelet, it'll be a bit chunky to have 5, so 3 is a nice number. So now we want a piece of 0.6. 0.4 won't be strong enough for this little section, so you just need a little piece of 0.6.
Okay.
Okay, you just need a little piece. What we're going to do, we're going to make a wrapped loop. So again, back to our round nose pliers. We're going to make the start of the wrapped loop. So we've got the same shape as we had to start our wax wire cone, and we're going to thread the 3 pieces of chip. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to lay it flat, so can you see I've got the ring, you can see where the wires are crossing. Where the wires are crossed, we're going to pop in our pliers. So instead of being in the loop this time, we're going to be holding it within the jaws, nice and tight. And we're just going to take the little tail 3 times around the long tail.
Okay.
Don't worry about how it looks, because as I said, it's all going to be hidden away. Okay. Then we're going to cut that little tail off. Then we're going to take that piece of wire. We're going to thread on one of our cones. So once we pop our cone on, can you see it? It then hides all the nasties, all the gubbins. So we're going to take one of our seed beads on the top, and we're going to make sure that that's sitting nice on the top of our cone. We're going to take our round nose pliers, and we're going to push those pliers really tight down on our cone. Okay, we're going to do a wrapped loop. And what this is going to do, it's just going to make sure it's all sitting nice and tight on our piece, like so. We're going to cut the tail off. Again with our flush cutters. And then we're going to place that down. We're going to take, I've probably got enough on my piece of 0.6 here, so we're going to use that same piece. So we're going to do exactly the same. So start our loop, and then we're just going to thread on our 3 pieces of chippery. I might remember that word, I like that, our chippery.
The amount of words we've made up. We should have a Jewellery Maker thesaurus or lexicon. Definitely, definitely.
So I've threaded on my 3 pieces. Okay, so we're going to do exactly the same with our wrap loop. So 2 or 3 times. As I said, you don't have to worry about it being perfect. That's probably the worst I've ever done, but never mind.
Snip it away.
Snip it away. Take our second cone. Place our gubbins inside, all hidden away. We're going to pop on our bead. Again, do exactly the same as we did earlier. So place our pliers right on top of, I'm going to pop it upwards now. On top. We're going to finish off our wrap loop. Okay, so you don't do any of your twisting until you've put your cones on each end. Okay, then you would pop on your clasp. So I've got some jump rings here, which I'd pop one on each end, and then I've got is a toggle, which I'd use for the toggle clasp. Okay, and then all we're going to do is, this is just lovely, is we're just going to twist. Okay, inevitably there will be chippage issues. You might lose a couple. Okay, so what we're going to do is just twist nice and tight. See, I've just lost one there. Okay, so that's your twist. Now, because we've used wire, that will stay in that shape. If we didn't use wire, it would unravel. Okay, so then all you would do, as I said, you'd then pop your clasp on, and you'd have your really nice bracelet that will hold its shape.
We've just been given a gorgeous T-bar clasp in solid sterling silver. Look at that.
With cones as well.
With cones, but in silver. How much silver? Look how pretty that is with the rose. Absolutely beautiful.
My word. Okay.
That's gorgeous. So let's just show you. This is in solid sterling silver. So if you wanted to kind of finish those gorgeous findings, beautiful quality silver work here. And the cones,
Oh, look.
they're all ready. It is I've got to say, it is a very, very beautifully made solid sterling silver clasp. 5.2 grams of silver with this one as well. We'll bring in the price on your screen, please. There's not a huge amount of them. You've got a $16.95 for 5.2 grams of solid sterling silver and a gorgeous quality, beautiful quality clasp. Absolutely gorgeous. Make sure you're checking out on that. That is
Can't
superb.
believe how bright it is. It's
Beautifully
blinding,
lustrous. Gorgeous stuff.
It's blinding.
Well done if you're getting hold of that
So
one.
I'm just going to pop on my
Yep.
clasp. Pop that through. Close up the loop.
Fab. All done.
Bring that through.
Gorgeous.
So there's your bracelet.
What would you sell that for?
£20.
It's Botswana agate.
£20.
Yeah.
£20.
Gorgeous.
And then if you started using sterling silver wire, which I know that we've had in stock, then so as I said, this is the same technique as the necklace. Obviously, the necklace is longer sections, and I've used 5 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably stop at 7. I think because it would be too heavy then to wear.
Yeah, I mean, that is a statement necklace. That is,
Yes.
I mean, I can imagine walking past a jeweller's seeing that and thinking, wow.
But what really makes this necklace work is the fact that I've been so precise with the measurements.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Because every single section, it just stops and then the next one starts. So
the colour is boom.
Yeah, so
boom,
just
boom,
take your time in
punctuated.
prepping your strands before you then make your necklace.
Please, just make sure you're checking out on that kit.
Wow.
Now, I've got just if you wouldn't mind, if you wouldn't mind just putting something together very, very quickly, and I know that's a huge ask, but we won't. Let's not bring the graphics in on that straight away. Should we just ask Mark make something really, really quick and simple and easy? She says quick and simple and easy, but with something that we're going to bring on screen for you in a matter of moments that Mark is well known for. But if we let Mark do that for a sec, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to move T-bars.
Oh.
I'm going to move T-bars. I'm going to pop that over there, tippy toes, and I'm going to bring Nugget Central over, basically. Okay, so on this strand, on this T-bar, are multiple strands of nuggets. I'm going to get through as many as I can for you so that you can take the idea that Mark's had and already given to you in the demo and just take it further and further and further with loads of different gemstones.
Oh, wow.
We're starting with ametrine. Beautiful moments of the lavender pinks and the gorgeous flashes of gold, all natural, all absolutely genuine. Don't often see a strand of ametrine. When we do, it's normally a star buy, a deal of the day. I don't have many left, but if you wanted to use that beautiful Bolivian, unenhanced, one location only gemstone, this would be the chance to do it. 280 carats of ametrine nuggets, 7x5, 17 by... What is that price?
No.
Becky, have a word. What?
Oh gosh, it's rammed on there.
$4.95 on your screen for unenhanced and Nahi ametrine. Don't quite know what to say about that price other than go to the phone lines and buy that as quickly as you possibly can. When you think about one location only gemstones, you think about Tanzanite, you think about your Zarites, you think about your Mukite. You do not necessarily think about this price associated with single only location gemstones. $4.95 on your screen, absolutely ram-packed on the phone lines, on the web,
Wow.
and on the app. Majority of our collectors right now multi-buying, very good stuff. Because you know you're only paying one postage and packaging price the entire day, and of course you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's a Nahi ametrine. That's strand number 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Wow.
Skates getting on. Skates getting on. Tourmalines. Now, just come and have a look. Oh, these colours are gorgeous. We've got October's birthstone in abundance in this strand. Some beautiful greens, some stunning pinks. Almost, I would say, amber tones coming through there as well. Beautiful gemstone nugget strand that you're getting for your genuine tourmaline. Now, again, these range in size on the strand from 4mm to 9mm, 38cm strand that you're getting. Very vivid colour. Look at how vivid the reds and pinks are, the rubelites and the pinks. Now, it's coming from South Africa, and you're getting a huge array of colour on the strand. Think about all those colours that you'd see in a beautiful country garden, and then snap it up on this gorgeous strand. Rose colours, leaf colours, beautiful sort of hydrangea colours coming through there. 90 carats on your screen. Again, all yours, but under £10. It's a lovely idea. You're going to see in a minute how you can make a really beautiful bracelet out of memory wire with Mark in a second. But if you're thinking about gifting a piece of jewellery for somebody for their October birthday, this is a perfect chance to grab their natural October birthstone on your screen. £6.95, 0800 644 655. It's a free phone number. Join us, of course, at JewelleryMaker.com, and of course you can download the app from the App Store and Google Play. 1 P&P for the entire day, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Now I'm just going to slide all of these just over here once we're done with them so we don't get confused. Okay, diamonds in the rough next.
I've been called that many a time.
Your beautiful April birthstone. If you were thinking that we weren't able to do that for you, yes we can. Now, Mark, you were saying earlier about that, the Ceylon, wasn't it? Yes. That you were saying about to go through our rough diamonds. So we've already bought you the Ceylon cord that would go through your diamonds, and of course, just as the lazy strand, and then, of course, as Mark was saying, you could use whatever you wanted to then. We
had the text message through about Ceylon with pearl knotting.
Yes.
Now, you could do that with the diamonds.
Oh, okay. Yes, of course, because the drill hole is so small.
Fine.
Yeah,
yes,
okay,
yes.
Great tip. These are South African ethically sourced grey diamonds that you're getting. They're silver diamonds, 8 carats in total on your screen. Price going to kick in for you. Please do make sure that you're checking out. I know it doesn't make sense. I know it doesn't make sense. They are that rough diamond. They haven't been polished. They haven't been faceted. It literally is taking those small nuggets out of the ground in South Africa, just below the border of Mozambique, dipping into South Africa. We've been with this mine now for many, many, many years, all ethically sourced. But this time it gives you a chance to get just a little bit of that diamond in the rough. Maybe you're just using a small section of that strand. It is a 15 centimetre strand that you're getting. Slight scintillation and a beautiful sort of, again, graduated, so you've got the slightly larger beautiful diamonds in the centre. But again, I know that you're busy at this moment in time, but just quickly, with the diamonds, how can we utilise them within that sort of strand, and what is it that we can do? I know you were saying about the Ceylon cord.
Well, failing that, I would use the featherweight sterling silver headpins, and I would just pop one on every piece of jewellery I made on the back of the toggle, just as a little calling card or a little, what's the word?
Just almost like your brand, your
brand,
little stamp.
So, and obviously you'd stick £5 on.
Yeah, of course. Well, who wouldn't?
As you would, but to have every piece of jewellery you buy from me, you know that you're going to get a little diamond included in it somewhere along the line.
Lovely. Absolutely love that. Really lovely idea. And of course, you could use that in a sort of connector bracelet as well, couldn't you?
On your speaker. Yeah, absolutely.
Lovely. Fabulous stuff. Make sure you're checking that out. Congratulations to you. We're then moving on to... See, I would call these tumbles back. I'd hardly call these nuggets because they're quite a sizable kunzite, aren't they? Now, you've got some really lovely moments of the kunzite on here, some lovely soft pink moments, but you've also got, and let's just have a look at that, you've also got those moments of the sort of the purest form of your spodumene family, almost ice kunzite, so like frosted ice. Beautiful opacity, lovely iridescence, a lovely length strand as well. And of course, 270 carats of kunzite, naturally yours from the Minas Gerais region of Brazil. What sort of price are you expecting? Yeah. Now, these are top drilled nuggets. So again, they would sit slightly differently than the nuggets that we've seen so far with the centre drilling. But still, they just work beautifully together.
Yes, if you're a fan of really organic jewellery, all you need to do is pop a little seed bead or a little gemstone in between each one. This type of stone is really good for chipper hemoing with as well, because then you'll get all the stones sticking out at all these amazing angles, and you can bracelet wrap them, so treat them as a drop, so you can bracelet wrap.
Nice idea.
Yes, there's a lot
really
you
nice.
can do with them.
Fab stuff. Please make sure you're checking out on that. Well done. I know we're racing through. We've got so much to get through. We're going to then jump. Oh my gosh, look at the colour of this aquamarine.
It's beautiful.
Oh, beautiful. Oh.
This is why this is the gem of the year for me. This is my favourite.
Look at the colour of that. It's such a great colour. Beautiful. Aquamarine small chips. Both mine and Mark's fave of gemstones, without a doubt. South African unenhanced natural blues. Look at the colour. That is some of the best baby blues that you're going to see in a natural strand of aquamarine. Absolutely gorgeous. They're almost like little slices, actually, rather than your small chips, because they're almost like slices with the central drill hole running all the way through the strand. Again, probably very, very easy to work with because of that drill hole.
And it will have a sizable drill hole as well.
They do.
Yeah,
they really do, yeah.
With the jadeite we had earlier, I think the two of them.
Yeah, gorgeous cut. What? Becky, what is the price? Gorgeous, £4.95 for unenhanced natural South African aquamarine. Do feel free to multi-buy like Tish and Paul, like Lola, Julie, Alex, Sheila, Anne, Angela. My goodness me, so many, many lovely people joining us tonight. Thank you so much for joining myself and Mark and the Late Show team. Look, I hate to rush you, but we've got lots of nuggets to squeeze in for you. Plus, I want to do a pack of memory wire coming up for you. And of course, knowing that Mark is the sultan of nuggets in my mind, and the memory wire that we've got here, he's going to take us through what he's done with that in a matter of moments. Sunstone.
Oh, with the aquamarine, two of them together, I think would be amazing.
Yeah, they would. They would. The aventurescence in this strand is fabulous. Now, I'm just double checking because I've got a peach moonstone and a sunstone, just making sure I've picked up the right one. I think it is. Brilliant. That's great. Thank you, sweetheart. If you're looking at the nuggets that we've got here and you're thinking about that, I just think it's some of the most complementary, gorgeous colour that any skin tone can wear. It's got a look at it moving. Look at that stunning aventurescence catching the light and moving. 200 carats of your beautiful peach moonstone small nuggets, 10 by 4 to 18 by 8. Beautiful, beautiful moments of the peach moonstone coming up with that aduralescence just scintillating across the top, moving. $4.95 on your screen. Such a beautiful stone, isn't it?
Stunning. I'm looking at the screen. It's not doing it any justice at all.
No, it's not. Because
I don't know actually. Because that looks stunning. As you said, the adulescence, but
it is. There is something.
It's got
it has, isn't it? Even in the studio. So it means when you get it home and you see it in natural daylight and you see the phenomena moving and undulating on every single nugget, you kind of go, wow. You do. There is something about moonstone, there's something about the feldspar family that literally grips me. I'm fascinated by it. I'm kind of drawn to that kind of ethereal quality that it has. It mesmerises me. It's a massive talking point with people as well, isn't it?
Well, I do moonstone on my store because I can do all the birthstones now, you see, so I can actually sign my table up. And there, lots of people think that sunstone is also the birthstone. And I always think, well, why shouldn't it be moonstone and sunstone together? You know,
they look gorgeous together. It's just when that adolescence stops, and it's when that inclusion becomes that little bit more visible, and that beautiful shiller starts to kick in. It kind of separates it. It is mesmerising. That's $4.95. Let's do it. Sunstone, beautiful compadre. So let me show you this one. Oh gosh, it's hard to choose which one. Let me go up. I'm going to go for this one. So this one will this one here will demonstrate to you, I hope, down the end of how close in can we get. Oh God, look at the state of my. I'm terrible. I've been doing DIY. My hands look literally as if they've been digging out potatoes. Can you see right there? There. Now that's what I wanted to show you. Now that is not adolescence. That is aventurescence. And seeing that's where you get to see what sets moonstone and sunstone apart. Now that is microscopic inclusions of copper suspended. Now what are we, about 40 times magnified at the minute, Kerry and Ben? About 40 times magnified? Are you right down the end of the barrel there, Ben?
Let me put the extender on.
Put the extender on, Ben. Thank you, my love. I shall hold this gemstone as still as possible. Now, this takes us as close as we can possibly get.
Wow.
Now, can you see those little microscopic congregations of copper and iron that are suspended there in the stone? Now, that is a venturescence. That's that glittery effect, and that's why sunstone has a venturescence. So go all the way through the strand that you've got here. What are you doing with this price? Are you serious? What? Well, do you know what?
Gosh.
Enjoy. I would, without a doubt, be saying straight away, get involved, check it out, confirm as soon as you possibly can. That is amazing, absolutely amazing. Listen, I've got to crack on. Please do make sure you're checking out. We've got more to squeeze in. We have got the Tanzanite. After the Tanzanite, can we go to the memory wire, Beck? Is that okay? Because obviously Mark is the hardest worker in the room right now, and he's already accepted one challenge. We've got another challenge coming up for him.
Look at this.
Look at the colour. Now, Linda Brunwell said something really beautiful the other night about Tanzanite that I had never thought of before in all the 10 years that I've been working with this gemstone and owned this gemstone in many, many different grades and varieties. And she was saying about how the colour needs to, for her, needs to resemble the eye colour of the late Dame Elizabeth Taylor. That amazing,
that
famous
cornflower blue.
violet. And spot on. Spot on. It's the continuation of colour in the strand is beautiful. And we can still make, and I'm just going to grab the bracelet, of course, from Mark's demo. You can still create a bracelet like this with your Tanzanite. I can imagine that would be absolutely
Beautiful,
sensational.
Beautiful. Pop in some stardust beads or something like that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Beautiful. Use that gorgeous solid sterling silver toggle clasp as the finish. Because, of course, you've got the cones there that would hide all the gubbins, as Mark would say. It is all, that would be a very high-end piece. $8.95 for your Tanzanite. What a ridiculous low price. Less than 10 strands left now. Well done. Listen, I would like to bring in the memory wire. Now, I've got 71 packs of memory wire left. That's it. That's all we've got in the warehouse. That's all we've got here. And the reason that I was asking Mark to work with it is because this really, you transformed our ideas of how to work with chips and nuggets really with this. So we have you to thank for that. But you really did transform, because they were notorious for, they're a little bit time consuming, they're a little bit difficult to work with. You have just made that in sort of 7 minutes, literally, whilst I was demoing some of the beautiful strands.
If I had more time, I would have, I mean, this is just a single coiler.
Yeah.
Okay, which, as I said, took 5 minutes.
Yeah, so literally, so we've got a pack here of the memory wire. So this is what I gave to, so there it is, this is what I gave to Mark, unopened, memory wire for your necklaces, memory wire for your ring, memory wire for your bracelet. So, you have just literally snipped one round.
Yes, and do not use your flush cutters that you've just purchased.
No, no. That's not for memory wire because it's a nice durable memory wire, isn't it? So what have you got? What have you used?
So I've shown this many times. Now this is the flush cutters that we had before Xeron. And as you can see, I've accidentally used those to cut my memory wire. Can you see?
Yeah.
They're
So they've
absolutely riddled.
Okay.
Okay. They won't cut butter now. They're massacred. Can you see? Can you see? Look. Absolutely chewed to ribbons. So I use these for my memory wire now. Okay. If you can't get hold of memory wire cutters, just find a pair of flush cutters that are past their best and just continue using those, but only use those because you will ruin flush cutters on memory wire.
Okay, so memory wire basically does as it says on the tin. So now here is a little bit of footage of Mark.
Of me. So
this is you putting kind of multiple. They're not all memory wire, of course, but, oh, there we go, a little technique that you've shown us earlier. So this is where so I'm just going to pop this on the wrist, actually, just show you. So Mark has just snipped, so tell us what you've just sort of done very quickly with that.
So all I've done is I've found the end of the coil, If I was doing
Yep.
a multi-coil, okay,
Yep.
I always do 4 coils.
Okay.
So you just count 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you use your flush cutters or equivalent. You snip it off, so that's your 4 coiler.
Yep.
So make sure you always start and finish in the same place, which I've done there. And then to start, obviously if you thread now, everything's going to fall
Yep.
off. So I start at one end, I use my flat nose pliers, and
Yep.
I bend in 90 degrees, so you
Okay.
get a right angle. And then I curl back with my
Okay.
round nose pliers. Several small little movements all the way across until
Okay.
you get your
Yep.
little loop, as I've done there, okay? So that's a bare loop at the moment. If you wanted to, you could pop on a head pin with a little spacer bead or something just to finish it off
Yep.
nice and neatly. You thread on all your chips, making sure that you do the chip squidge. So you make sure they're all sitting, you're all sitting tessellated, and then you finish at the end with another loop. And why these are so popular on my stall is because as gifts, you know they're going to
Oh
fit
my
whoever
gosh,
you buy
absolutely.
for. They use up a lots of chips and nuggets. You can intersperse them with shell pearl is what I use a lot, and you know that they're going to fit. One size fits all. There's no fiddly clasp if you've got dexterity
Yeah.
problems. £1.95.
Perfect. We've got the necklace wire as well, so same principle.
Yeah, so use those as your torques.
Nice
for
little
your, just
collarette,
a pendant.
lovely.
Absolutely.
And then we've got the ring.
The ring, which I always use for wine glass charms.
Oh, that speaks
Yeah.
to me. Fabulous. Love that idea.
So no, that's fantastic.
Oh
isn't it?
yeah, that's really great idea.
Really simple. And we've got some of these
fab.
nice
Do you know
seed
what?
beads now. And
Do you know what I'm
things,
going to do? I am going to do that for crackers at Christmas.
Yep.
I'm going to put
Brilliant.
them all in the crackers at Christmas, the little presents that I normally do around at the table at Christmas. I'm going to give everybody their own little... Thanks for that idea.
all right.
That's
That's all right.
fabulous. You can see just a single strand looks gorgeous as well,
Yep.
though. Just a single strand. Nice and secure. They're not going anywhere. £1.95 for the pack.
amazing.
We've got we had 71. We don't have 71 left.
It's brilliant.
Amazing. This from Tina. Made mum memory wire bracelet necklace set with JM pearls. She loves them. She has dexterity issues. No problem for her to wear. Absolutely.
No, brilliant.
Fab, fab, fab. Tina, great message.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for watching and for taking the time to message in tonight. Really lovely to have your company. Do make sure you're checking out. We only had 71 left in stock. That was it. Over half already out the door. And
Wow.
£2.
It's nice to be able to provide it separately as well.
I think
it's nice.
so,
It's nice.
definitely. And also, if you think about, I know that you're saying 4 coils, possibly for a sort of wraparound, but actually, you know when you have that basket and you just want people to rummage, and you've just, you know,
Yep.
even if you were just charging £4 or £5 just for the one loop,
Yep.
how many are you getting out of that? That's
14.
crazy, isn't it?
14 singles from that.
And
brilliant.
wine glass charms on a jewellery store, quite frankly, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like a shot.
And if you want to, you can make up your own kits to sell.
Yeah.
So sell a strand of nuggets and a reel of memory wire. Put
What
it together.
a fabulous
so that people
idea,
can make their
Mark.
own, choose their own strands, take a memory wire.
Love that idea. Really
brill.
great. Fab, 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 fab. Please do make sure that you are checking out. Let's try and squeeze in one more strand quickly before the end of the... Ooh, let's go. Should we go for some opal?
Okay.
Okay, let's go for some opal. Let's go for some opal, just to,
Wow.
to finish the hour off.
Oh my word.
The play of colour is amazing.
That's
I had a
extraordinary.
message from a customer last week saying, listen, I know you keep saying about how we can't see the play of colour down the screen. You should tell your customers, grab these strands, get them home, see
Yeah.
them.
Wow.
Beautiful. Aren't they fab? Mike walked in with a tray of donuts, nearly dropped them, went, ooh, ooh, if you just heard that then, it wasn't Mike falling down, it was the thinking of the fact that the donuts would be on the floor. Save the donuts. Listen, this is all natural, this is all organic. The reason I'm trying to just hide, oh, there we go. Come on into the shadow hand.
Bex, can Bex hear me?
Bex?
Can we have the rest of the chips after the break? Because I'd really like to see them.
Would you like
Is
to
that all
continue
right?
with the nugget? We were supposed at 8 o'clock. We were supposed to be stopping Nuggetville. To be fair, if the Sultan of chips and nuggets, the Zeus of nuggets, would like to continue, what do you reckon? Yes, shall we? Yeah, we will.
Okay.
Your wish has been granted.
Thank you.
Do make sure you're checking out on those. $12.95 for your natural organic Ethiopian opal. Play of colours amazing. Get it home. It's a double length strand. Again, using it with a memory wire, using it in the way that Mark has shown us tonight. I can only imagine what the faces of your customers and your friends and your family would be saying about getting that play of colour in a beautiful bracelet. We're going to continue. We've still got chrome dioxide. We've still got ruby. We've still got blue opal and so much more to bring you. Don't go anywhere. Myself, Mark, and the Late Show team back with you on the other side of this.
If you'd like more information on up-and-coming shows, you can view the programme guide on our website. Tune in this Saturday for the launch of Kleshner's new DVD, Wedding Accessories. Kleshner will guide you through how to make beautiful cockades and Nautilus Grosgrain designs. With lots of hints and tips, this DVD is perfect for all levels. So make sure you're tuned in this Saturday at 3 p.m.
It couldn't be easier to buy from Jewellery Maker with all the information you need right there on screen. From the item code and the product description, right down to the price. And whether you're buying at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So, what are you waiting for? Simply telephone our free phone number or join us at JewelleryMaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
We're very excited to introduce Patti McCourt to the Jewellery Maker family. Patti is a professional bead artist, bead designer, tutor and consultant, and has a wealth of experience in the art of seed beading. Make sure you tune in on Thursday the 24th at 1 p.m. for Patti's debut show. Our team have put together some amazing kits in order for Patti to demonstrate her incredible seed bead designs. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
I'm glad you just waited a couple of seconds because the iPad's run out of battery and I'm down here. Oh, welcome back. It is lovely to have your company. The joys of live TV, quite frankly. Really lovely to have your company. Myself and Mark and, of course, the Late Show team taking you through all the way through till 10 o'clock. It's so busy. We've loved your company. We really, really have. Your response to the demos, to the kits, to the bundles, to the sort of the opportunities to get the macrame kit during the... just everything has been fab. Speaking of macrame, we've got wire macrame kit coming up for you.
Look at this.
But the colours are amazing. The iridescence off of those. Do you know what it reminds me of? The Aurora Borealis that you get on the Swarovski.
Yes, yes.
Shall we pop it on for pre-order? shall we?
Did you just hear what I heard in my ear?
I chose to ignore it because I chose to ignore it because otherwise it just means that we start raving about this before we get to our nuggets.
Oh my. Okay.
Becky just told us the price, and it's not the price that we were looking at earlier. Don't ignore me, she said. Honestly, she's getting so bullshit, honestly. Never have said that when I first started working with Arranges & Co. She'd be like, oh, love you. No, please don't ignore me. Don't ignore me, Ray. Can I just show the jewellery first? Is that all right? This is the beautiful, beautiful colour that you've got here. Look at these colours.
I'm still baffled. I'm baffled.
They are fab.
Completely baffled. Are you sure that's what we're doing?
That is what we're doing. That is what we're doing. Definitely. Gorgeous colours. Rose-coloured wire, rose gold colour wire coming through on that beautiful jewellery as well. That's coming up in a minute. We've put it up for pre-order for you. My advice and Mark's advice to you right now would be go, 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 go on buying that kit.
What price is it on the web? Oh no. Are we allowed to say then if it's on the web? Can I say?
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Go on. No, it's not that on the web.
What is it on the web, Bex?
$24.95.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Leave it at that for the moment.
$24.95 on the web, not the price. Should we continue?
Let's.
All right then, let's do it. So we've got green, green tourmaline.
So it is.
It is green tourmaline. Did you give us some duff information earlier? Honestly. So myself and Marco were like, green tourmaline. And Becca, no, good, chrome dioxide.
Oh.
We knew that colour, that deep bottle colour.
I know it's not. This is producing from the floor, and I really shouldn't do this. But can we do that little star by thing for this? It warrants it.
You want a cheeky star by?
Yeah.
What's a cheeky star by? That's that's literally whole produce. Do Becky, Carrie, go home. Mark's here. Mike, go. See ya.
Star by.
Lovely to have your company.
I'm actually shaking.
It's
this is ridiculous,
isn't it? It is beautiful. Myself and Mark, obviously, because we've kind of worked with gemstones for a very, very long time. We saw this kind of bottle green, and it almost looks right from the distance there. It almost looks like it is black tourmaline. It is so beautifully saturated. But if I just show you, I'm going to hold it out so there's some light coming through it. Look at those bottle greens. Look at the vividness. Look at that secondary beautiful pleochroism of the gemstone coming through. Now, of course, you know, your green tourmaline, when you see it as decadently saturated as this is, with those flashes of your neon green, you can understand why Becky was going, to be fair, Bex looked at a lot of strands of gemstones today. So you can understand when she was like, oh yeah, chrome gemstone. But it is that, look at that proper bottle green. This is your chance, and
do you know what I think?
It is a beauty.
If it wasn't green tourmaline, I would say that it was moldavite.
Yeah, no, I see that. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, definitely. I've not seen a strand of moldavite. I don't think ever.
We had a one once.
Did you?
And it was £129.
I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. It is an astounding gemstone to get your hands on. If you think about green tourmaline, I want you to think about the jewellers that work with green tourmaline. I want you to think about the price point of green tourmaline. Now, obviously, we're looking at small nuggets here. There will be inclusions. There will be moments of the pleochroism, which is quite outstanding. And then there will be moments where you get a chance to see very clear moments of diaphanity within the strand. But think about what it is that you are seeing with that gorgeous strand. Now, I just want to double check, Beck. Can I double check? Because I did say when I was saying earlier, when you gave me the duff information, that it was the chrome dioxide. It's untreated. Can I check with you now, sweetheart? Is this treated on your? Because my iPad has run out of battery. It is all natural, all unenhanced.
Oh my word.
Okay.
Wow.
Look, it's a strand that if you get a chance to work with it, you get a chance to work with natural, vivid, electric greens, bottle greens, gorgeous rainforest greens. And it is a British racing green. It's a proper deep green, but the flashes are electric in the studio, aren't they? Beautiful flashes.
Is phenomenal.
Price is coming on your screen. Don't look now, Mark. £11.95.
This is the collector strand, end all collector strand.
It is the connoisseur strand, isn't it? It really is.
Oh my word.
Why is it that you love the green tourmaline so much? What is it about it?
It's rarity. I've got, at home, I've got 2 strands. I think it's the only time we've ever done it, and it was £75 a strand, so my second most expensive strand, and it was strand of rondelles, 18 centimetre rondelles, and it's just, and you know, every other day I'm taking some strands out and just looking at them, and it's my thing I do, and the green tourmaline for me is just one of my top 3 strands that I've got.
Wow! Give us your top 3.
Okay, of the strands that I've got. So I've got a strand of blue zircon, which was the most expensive strand I bought.
Yes, I remember you saying about that.
Then I've got a strand of Jadeite the day we launched.
Okay, beautiful.
And then I've got a strand, my most expensive strand of Tanzanite.
Okay, fab. Fab, fab,
it's
fab.
Beautiful, and then the tourmaline.
Fabulous.
Tourmaline's just beautiful, the strands that I've got.
The quality of the green is a vivid to a deep green. 90 carats, you've got the graduation on the strand from 2 to 8 millimetres, 85 centimetre strand. So, again, that double length strand.
That's amazing.
Beautiful. Listen, please make sure you're checking out. There's so many of you there. I am then going to move on to white. Yeah, so it looks like howlite. Yeah, I was amazed. I had some dyed magnesite white V-shaped flowers yesterday, and it was so much like howlite. Honestly, unless I'd seen the certificate, I was convinced that it would be marked incorrectly. But the beautiful thing about magnesite, it's such a chameleon. It's such a chameleon gemstone, because sometimes if you dye it the same colour as turquoise, the matrix vein looks as if it's like a Tibetan turquoise. Sometimes if you dye it the same colour as lapis lazuli, it looks as if it's got that beautiful pyrite vein running through it. In this beautiful bright white, those grey veins running through it make it look like natural howlite. It's proper chameleon, sort of master of disguise here. 280 carats of magnesite small nuggets from 7x5mm to 11x6 on an 82 centimetre strand, £3.95. Proper winter whites there, aren't they? Winter whites and storm greys on your screen, £3.95. Do make sure though that you're checking out, confirming as soon as you possibly can. Got a few more nugget strands to squeeze in for you. We have, my darling, let me just put those to one side. I have got some blue opal chips, I've got some ruby, I've got some malachite, I've got some moonstone. How many can I squeeze in? Do you want to pick one? What would you like? This one?
I've seen it once before and I fell in love with it, and I had to have it. It
is the most ridiculous.
Yes.
This is natural September birthstone. Now, it's probably more akin to what you would see when you were sifting through that alluvial mine at Ilam level, trying to get that beautiful corundum out of the ground. Sifting through, finding that beautiful regal blue pebble. That is a find and a half. Then it gets polished, then it gets faceted, then it gets all set into beautiful jewellery, and you pay a nice big price for it. This is 190 carats of unenhanced, natural, medium nuggets. And then we're getting straight into our kit and demo with Mark. Please make sure you're checking out on this one. Have you bought this strand, did you say?
Yes.
It's a must-have, really, isn't it?
Well, in the past, we've done sapphire strands, and it's got the same sort of texture as the rough cut, so it's rough cut. But this is something else. I've never seen it polished before. No. That's why I had to get to it.
Did you notice that iridescence?
Beautiful.
It's mesmerising, isn't
amazing.
It?
So for gents jewellery, this is perfect for gents. I'd wear that on a stretchy any day of the week.
Yeah, and September's birthstone, you do think sometimes maybe for gents, be very, very difficult to put a sapphire into a gent's piece of gemstone jewellery without it being over feminine.
That's right.
Effeminate, rather, is the word I was looking for.
It's a lovely strand.
They are beautiful.
strand.
There's some proper blues and navy blues and midnight blues there. $17.95 for those natural sapphires on your screen. Do make sure that you are checking out and confirming. We have our kit now with Mark. The third kit of the night. There is still another kit to come. I'm just going to squeeze this over here. Lower me just 2 seconds. Slide. Oh my gosh, hang on a minute. There we go. Slide that all over there. Okay.
This is so cute.
It
This
is
so
fab.
cute.
Let's have a look at the jewellery again. The colours are so beautifully strong in this kit as well, aren't they?
Beautiful. I love this kit. I can't believe what we're going to
There
do.
is something about shell pearls, because obviously your shell pearls, the uniformity of shape, the uniformity of size, the uniformity of the drill hole going through, it's like working almost with a larger size seed bead, really, isn't it, as well?
Yes, yeah. I like that analogy, yeah.
We've had more than 1 order per minute in the first 14 minutes of pre-order.
And those viewers don't know the
And you don't know the
silly
well,
price.
no, you do know a
We're
price. You
going
know
to.
they know a $24.95 price.
Good taste.
So we're getting, let's just go very, very quickly through it so that we can get the price on screen and you can start your fabulous demo. Have a look at those. Now, obviously you're getting a really strong colour. In the studio, are you getting a chance to see, you know, like when you see the Miyuki beads and they've got that, or the Swarovskis, and you see the Aurora Borealis. There is an yeah, you can just see it down the camera lens on the orange. It's on every one of them. Each of those strands, absolutely beautiful that you're getting there. Each of your strands that you're getting. Sorry, sweetheart, because I haven't switched the iPad back on because it's only 8% charged. Could you just tell me the size of those, my love? Of the rounds? Thank you, sweetheart. So we've got electric blue, apple green, and a beautiful Aurora Borealis orange seed, not seed bead, sorry, shell pearl. They're 6mm. Just going to show you the drill hole here as well. I think that's really important because I just mentioned it, and it is nice to be able to see really lovely sized drill hole through the entire strand. Then I'll just put those to one side because we've then got your 3 spools of wire. So I'll go through these with you. They are the rose gold coloured round copper wire. You've got 10 metres of the 0.4, you've got 10 metres of the 0.6, and you've got 10 metres of the 0.8 in those 3 reels of your wire, plus the 3 strands. All of that together on the web, $24.95. $24.95. Today, $11.95. Thank you to everyone who has already checked out and gone, yeah, absolutely. That is going to be the one for me. I am not surprised at all. $11.95. 0800 644 655 if you want to be among so many that are already on the phone lines getting hold of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 incredibly abundant with those gorgeous shell pearls pieces of jewellery. Absolutely gorgeous. What are you going to demo for us, my lovely?
I'm going to show you the earrings nearest to you.
Fabulous. I shall pick them up and bring them over.
Now, the reason that we've got 4, 6 and 8 0.4, 6 and 8mm is those are my macrame wires of choice. When we're doing wire macrame, I always have an 8mm as a lazy.
Okay.
I have a 6mm as a lazy and a working, and I have 4mm as a working.
Okay.
So they're absolutely perfect, those 3 gauges for any type of macrame work. So the fact that we've got the 2nd most popular colour in a kit, the most popular 3 sizes, all under £12.
It's amazing, isn't it? Really, I mean, this is the thing. See, Becky said the price in our ear. I chose to ignore it. And to be fair, Mark's little face went, little jaw dropper there.
Apart from being on an under £10 day, I think that's the lowest price kit I've ever worked with. It must be.
Really?
Yeah,
Fab.
it must be. It must be.
Fab.
Wow,
Brilliant
fantastic.
stuff. Look, it's demo day. I know that you want to obviously focus. Have a look at the earrings just so you can see the level of detail. I'm going to just say, I've never seen wire macrame since I've been back. ever. So this is a first for me. I'm very, very excited to see it as well.
So the first
really
Macrame demo we did was with a square knot.
Yes.
And do you remember I said that if you stuck to one side of your work, you get that helix?
Twist.
Well, this is... So I thought it'd be quite good, actually, if I show you the twist
lovely.
with the wire.
Fab stuff. Okay, Dave.
So I've taken a piece of my 0.8, okay, which goes through these beads so easily. It's an absolute joy. So that's my lazy. Okay, so if you can, when you're making earrings or a bracelet or a necklace in wire macrame, use the thickest gauge that you can get through the drill holes as your lazy. Okay, so this is just top to bottom because of the width side, because I'm making a pair of earrings, so you don't need to go top to bottom. And I've taken a piece of my 0.4, and I've got just a couple of feet because, as I said, I'm making in earrings, and because there's a little bit of rosary linking that I've got in the other necklace, in the larger necklace. Keep all these little bits because you can use those for doing your rosary linking, so there's no wastage whatsoever. So I'm going to take my piece of wire underneath my lazy, and we're going to do the left side. So we're going to do our letter D. So we'll bring this through. So I do 5 half knots in between each beads. Okay, so I've done the letter D, so we're just going to repeat the same side. So on my left, so that's 1, 2.
Oh, it looks great in the wire.
I love wire macrame. Fab? As I said, today on the workshop was all about wire macrame.
I wouldn't even thought that it would have done that.
No, I love it.
Great. Sorry, what did you just say then,
Darren? The workshop today was all about beginners wire macrame, and we've got 2 wire macrame DVDs that have been released. So
fabulous.
So it's a lovely technique. So that's our 5 knots. So we take up our first bead and we cage it exactly the same way as we did earlier. So that's 1. So we do our next group of 5.
So that's created that little twist.
Can you see it?
Because you're continuing with it on the... Yeah, it's very detailed, isn't it?
It's beautiful. I love it.
Fab.
So that's 3, 4, and then you do your 5. And then we'll do our next bead.
Yep.
So what I like about macrame is we're making an earring.
Yep.
If you wanted to then change your mind, you make a bracelet, you add more beads, and you carry on. And then if you want to make a necklace or a pendant, you can do all sorts of things with it. It's probably one of the most versatile techniques.
It's such an amazing price kit as well. I would love, if you're brand new to watching us tonight, and we have had such a huge amount of brand new customers over the last 6 weeks, whether it's because friends and family and colleagues and neighbours are all sort of spreading the word about the love for jewellery making, or of course whether you've just sort of flicking through the channels on the TV and happen upon us and think, oh, you know, I'll give this a go. Thank you so much for joining us. This sort of price point is perfect if you are brand new to us and you haven't taken that. Maybe you've been watching and you're thinking, do you know what, I'm waiting for that right time to get the right kit. This is definitely one of those moments, isn't it?
I mean, I'm doing macrame, but there's nothing stopping you just rethreading them onto wire for a start. Or you can turn the whole 3 strands into rosary linking pieces. You can do so much with it. As I said, you've got the optimal 3 gauges of wire in this kit. You've got amazing 6mm gemstones, 3 beautiful colours, massive drill holes, so you're able to thread on all of the wires so easily.
Nice and easy to work with.
It's just perfect kit.
Fab. What I will say as well is if it is brand new to you and this is the kit that you are taking the plunge with, you are, of course, if you're brand new to us, you've never bought before, because you're spending over $4.95 with us, you are eligible for basically the newbie pack, as I love to refer to it. And I just think I'd love if we could sort of, you know, bring this to everybody. I'm sure at some point we will, but at the moment it's for all of our new customers. You get your beading thread, your jewellery elastic, and of course your monofilament. That's normally $5.45 for just that 3-pack there. You get 150 findings pack, which is copper, of course, with the silver plating. There are earring hooks in there, there are crimp beads, there are crimp bead covers, there are headpins, featherweight headpins, there are clasps, there's loads in there. That's normally $6.95. You're then getting your 3 essential pliers. You've got your clippers, you've got your chain nose pliers and your round nose pliers, and then you get your how to start making jewellery DVD, you get your project cards, and of course you get your how-to booklet as well. You get all of that. I'd love to know if how did you start your jewellery making journey? What was it? Had you already been making jewellery and then all of a sudden got hooked? How did you start?
Off work with a bad back, channel flicking, came across Lucy, bought a kit, tuned in the next day, bought another kit, blah, 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 and that was 6 years ago.
The rest is history, as they say.
Yeah, 11 workshops, 14 DVDs, 9, 10 shows a month. Yeah, didn't do too badly.
Not at all. Oh my goodness, not at all.
Yeah, had to give up the day job and
Oh, no.
I had to choose one or the other and chose Jewellery Maker.
Amazing.
And, adore it. I wouldn't, it's completely cliche, I know, but it completely changed my life.
Amazing.
Completely.
Amazing.
Adore it.
Good. Well, we can tell that you do. We'd love to hear from you about how you started your jewellery making journey. We'd really love it. You've put your 3 beautiful gems. Oh, by the way, you can get in touch with us on the web, the app, and via text 60777. Text word JM Studio, and then of course your name and your message. It's from Leanne, who says, "What? I can't believe the price. Mad. Brilliant." Sue says, "Really lovely jewellery, Mark. Each piece looks worth much more than the kit price." Yeah,
yes.
there are, I mean, every single one of those pieces, it's very, very generously set with loads of gorgeous gemstones. I've got it, bye. That's from Sue. Mwah, she says.
We can't have many more left of this.
No, it's flying out of the door.
Wonderful.
So you've put the 3 in.
So
you've done that. It's a lovely sort of almost helix effect.
Sort of helix, yeah. So with any piece of macrame jewellery, you always, however many knots you start with, whether it's twist or the square, you replicate at the end. You want that stitch symmetry. So the first thing we're going to do is get rid of our working threads.
Okay.
So we finish with those now. So we're just going to take one of the wires all the way around once.
Okay.
And we're going to cut away with our flush cutters. We're going to take the other wire around just the once. You don't need to do it more than once. All the way around. We're going to snip that off. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we're with our flat nose pliers. We're just going to give that a squidge, so we don't want any loose ends. Okay. So the next thing we need to do, we need to finish off our lasers. So I'm going to do that with a couple of wrap loops,
Okay.
which we did a bit earlier. So leave a couple of millimetres gap in between your pliers and the macrame. There's lots of different ways of doing wrap loops, but I've always done it this way, and it's held me in good stead. So we wrap that twice, so we've got the loop. So that loop there will allow us to pop on our shepherd's hook. Okay, we're going to flip it over. Now, because I'm adding a charm to the bottom, which I'll quickly show you how to make,
Yeah, please, that'd be
we
great.
need a wrap loop at the bottom as well. So if we get then, we're just going to do another wrap loop, exactly the same way, all the way around. Trim it off, make sure that the loops are sitting in the same direction, which they are. Okay, pop that to one side. So that's our basic earring. Now you could, if you wanted to, make lots of these little sections in different colours, with pop a jump ring in between and make a most amazing necklace.
Bracelet, gorgeous.
Exactly. Okay, so to make our charm, which is really simple, again is really simple, is we need our measurements on the back of our board, and I took my 0.8, and I measured 4 centimetres in length.
Okay.
Cut off the wire, okay, and then at one end we're going to make the tiniest of little loops.
Okay.
Okay. Now you either call this a scroll or a swirl, but I call it a snail swirl.
Okay.
So we've got that initial. Where are my pliers? There we go. Okay. So we do our little loop.
Yep.
Then we hold that loop in our pliers and we just do a few little movements to make our swirl. All the way around, keeping it nice and tight. All the way around. And you need to leave a little tail just under a centimetre. And then we're going to flip it round. We're going to make a loop this end, slightly more open. Okay. And then before we close it, we pop our earring on.
Lovely.
And then we close that little loop, like so. So that's our little charm. You pop a shepherd's hook on the other end. So that's our little earring. And as you can see, I've replicated, I like to do a set. So I've done the earrings and the bracelet.
Yeah,
It's got
absolutely.
quite a sort of a gypsy look about it.
Yeah.
with those little dangly charms. So that's the complete set.
Can I ask very, very quickly, because we do have so many new customers tonight.
Yes.
Could you just, I know that you've used your shepherd's hook findings.
Yes.
Would you just show everybody at home how quick and easy it is, very, very quickly, to make a shepherd's hook out of your wire? Is that all right?
Yep,
Thank you, my darling.
Okay.
Only because I know that so many of you, you might have just be so brand new, you have no stash. We talk about a stash all the time. You might be at home going, what stash? I've not bought this kit, and I know I'm going to get my freebie pack as well because I'm new. But how do I make a finding out of wire? Over to Mark.
Okay, so this is how I make them. There's lots of different ways. But you need a piece of wire. You probably don't want to go more than 0.8 because you need to get it through the hole in the ear.
Yep.
So I've got a piece 4 centimetres long. Again, I start at one end, okay, and about ½ centimetre from the end of my pliers, I'm just going to make a simple loop, like so. Okay, so I've got my loop like so. Then I'm just going to turn it away from me so the loop is facing down. I'm going to pop my pliers back in, but this time right to the very centre.
Oh, to the centre?
Right, can you see it's right in the middle?
Oh, yep.
So the little loop at one end, and then to finish off, we're going to use the larger end. We're going to take this wire, we're going to fold it all the way over so it touches just. So we've got our little shepherd's hook. I'll pop it like so. Now that tail's too long for me, so I'm just going to cut it probably about 1.5 centimetres.
Yep.
Then we're going to give a little flick out of our tail. We're going to open the little loop that we've just made, like so. We're going to pop on our earring, and then we're just going to close up the loop, and there you have your
fab. Thank you so much,
earring.
Mark. I just know that because we've got the wire and we've got those most usable gauges. If our new customers haven't got, I mean, obviously they're going to get the silver colour findings in the kit, but if they wanted to combine that colour, it's just a nice little touch for you at the end, just to kind of watch that back and go, I can make my components, I can make my findings out of my wire. Now, if
my favourite findings pack
these are fab.
Ever.
Can we just, obviously this is our sort of bracelet and necklace findings. So we've got our chain, we've got our, I mean, they work beautifully with the rose-coloured wire that you've got there. You've got your jump rings, you've got your chain. Look at all, now I'm just going to show you your cord ends here. Now these, I'm just going to pick these up for you, look at that. With extender chain as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely brilliant. Now, obviously, you've got the chain here, you've got your, and again, these are cord ends, but you can use them for different mediums, and we'll speak about that in just a matter of moments. But you've got your chain, and just look at this quality T-bar. That is a beautiful, look at the quality on that.
It's very Versace, isn't it?
Lovely finish. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the first kit that we had earlier. I know this has got the rose gold coloured wire, but the first kit that we had with the rhodonites and the opals earlier
were from this matrix.
Were from this kit, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
So Mark worked that helix, so you see the same, that the Macrame work that Mark just worked in the wire. This is the effect of it with that beautiful, beautiful pink Essalon that we had in the first kit. But you can see here how he's used the cord ends with the toggle clasp from this very kit.
Yes,
now, how... I dread to think how many of these kits you've gone through over your time.
Hundreds, because this here in the middle, this ribbon end, that's my favourite finding.
It's lovely, isn't it?
In history. If it was Desert Island discs for finding jewellery, that would be the one I would take with me.
They do look beautiful. Now I'm just going to grab this one as well.
Yeah. If you want to turn something from day wear into night wear, just by adding this finding, just transforms a piece of jewellery. It's lovely.
Just gives it that high-end feel as well.
Completely. Completely.
Now you get everything on.
That's mad.
Do make sure that you are checking. Yeah, I did say. Didn't we say that tonight was jam-packed?
We did.
Didn't we? I mean, I've not had a late show where it's so difficult to choose what to bring you. It's such a wonderfully packed show. So again, you've seen it in action. And so it doesn't have to necessarily just be cord ends, does it? You know, we kind of think about how you'd kind of maybe clamp leather in there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, what I think of when I'm looking at, if I've got 30 seconds, if I put
absolutely,
it on the overhead quickly, it's a ribbon end clasp.
Yeah.
Okay, but you've actually got, you've got 2 clamps, you've got 2 jump rings, you've got an extended chain and your S-clasp. So you've actually got 6 separate components in here.
Isn't it?
So what I do sometimes is use the clamps, omit the chain and the clasp, and then I can put a fancier chain in. So use the clamp as nature intended to get all your threads and cords in. And then if you want to zhuzh it up a little bit more, you go to your stash and find a more elaborate, the 2 elaborate, especially this Versace type one in here that you've got there. It's just beautiful. So use the clamps and then just swap the S-clasp section here, pop that into your stash, and use your clasp. It's really simple.
I've got to say, I love what you have done with the extender chain, though. Can we just have another look at the back of the?
If you can, always finish with a bead at the end of your chain.
Absolutely, it's that touch of class at the end. I mean, it just shows the quality, the TLC,
and your customers will see that.
Absolutely, it is. It's just that little something special at the end of that. So what you would have done there is literally a head pin.
With a head pin, pop 2 gemstones on, make a little wrap loop, pop it on the end of the chain.
Can you make a head pin out of the wire that you've got in a kit? Somebody has just requested.
Ooh.
Somebody has just asked.
Okay, this is completely off the cuff now.
Okay, but that's what we love.
Gosh, okay, so...
To be fair, most of my time here is off the cuff.
Okay, so what I would do is take a piece of 0.8. I wouldn't go any thinner than your 0.8.
Okay.
Cut the length of the head pin you need. Okay, make sure that you'll get your gemstone on. And then using your flat nose pliers, this is really archaic.
Great.
Give the end a squidge. Nice and flat. Okay, let me try it with one of these beads. Okay, so I flattened the end. Then I'll take one of my beads, I'll pop it on through, so it can't go any further.
Okay,
that little end is too long, so I would just snip maybe half of that, and then you have your really simple, quick and easy head pin.
So the answer to your question is absolutely you can.
That was really off the cuff then.
Fab, great. But that was so easy, so simple, and done.
Yeah, brilliant.
Now, I have to leave Mark for a little moment.
I know,
but we have to, because poor Mark's got a challenge. He's got a challenge to make, and I will be joining him for the challenge in less than half an hour. I've got to give him some time. Got to give him some time to work on that challenge. Listen, do make sure that you're joining me. I'm going to grab all of the things that I've got here. I'll see you over there, and Mark can crack on with the challenge that we've got for him in half an hour's time. There's nothing like making him work.
No.
Poor old Mark. Poor old Mark. Do make sure you're joining us. We've got tonight's first topic for you next. Simple, elegant, beautifully diamond cut. Now, normally this chain is it's not diamond cut. Normally, your solid sterling silver. When you see the chain, you'll know what I mean. But it's got beautiful, beautiful bright silver work. Now, normally these little balls of silver, they are just plain and simple. However, in this beautiful ball chain necklace, those beautiful silver spheres have been diamond cut. Come and have a look at the amount of sparkle that you are going to get in this chain. It is gorgeous. It's 18 inches in length. It's all beautifully and completely finished for you. You've got a big bolt ring clasp there, all in solid sterling silver. And look at that sparkle, my goodness me! Gorgeous in its own right, perfect for a beautiful high-end pendant that you've made yourself, or maybe commissioned for your customers, or maybe friend or family, or of course maybe a colleague. No one is going to know that you've paid this lower price for it as well. Tonight's must-have: beautiful solid sterling silver, a really lovely finished diamond cut ball chain necklace, ready to go. 0800 644 655 should be £13.95. Absolutely not staying there for you tonight on the must-have. It's going down to under £10 and then some. Make sure you're checking it out, especially if you love the attraction and the draw of that sparkle, because that sparkle, that lovely scintillation, doesn't that look amazing? Now, the reason that we go soft focus for it is because the camera lens processes the light bouncing off this silver a little bit differently than when it's in full on focus. You can see slightly dipped out on the focus, but can you see how the light is traveling? Now, that's what you're going to see when you get it home. Absolutely guaranteed. I've got so many of you there. There's a little bit of a wait on the phone lines. Thank you so much for your patience. It is very, very busy. 0800 644 655. Can I say thank you to everybody on the web and on the app who are already checking out. Phone callers right now on 0800 644 655, taking advantage of this opportunity. It's busy. Thank you so much for your patience. I really, really, really do appreciate it. Hold the lines. Stay where you are on those phone lines for that one. Please, please do. Now, I have, on a strand here, I don't even know where to start on this. Okay. I'm snipping a strand. Now, this is a beautiful strand. So I'm just going to take, so you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the strand. They are gigantic. They are such a statement, full 360-degree abalone beauty. Look at that. So that's the strand that you get, okay? You'll get 7 on the strand. I've just snipped the strand because individually, even just displaying your jewellery on your jewellery stall, your jewellery stand, your gallery exhibition, wherever it is, look at these. Isn't that beautiful? Just if you were to place these sporadically over, sort of just over your sort of, you know, beautifully adorned with the jewellery that you've made. If you were just popping these onto your jewellery stand and just to draw your customers in because they cannot resist the iridescence and the call of the colours here. My goodness me, they are beautiful. Now, I will just pop it onto the back of the hand. That is a big, beautiful look. It's got a centre drill hole, so you could absolutely suspend this. Of course you could. Almost think about sort of the size of this for a single pendant as well. I know that when we've worked with Jill Hunter, Jill was saying, my gosh, I would be seed beading around this. I would be wearing that. I mean, Moana, eat your heart out right now. If I wore one of these and it attracted Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, I would be literally head to toe in abalone. Can I just discuss, my friend Joanne sent me a beautiful video of him last night with a beard, salt and pepper. I couldn't get more excited, quite frankly. Love him. Anyway, enough about my ridiculous obsession with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Thanks to Kerry and Becky, who keep that obsession going by sending me lovely little memes and everything that we get on Facebook. Love it. They are not dyed. Somebody's just messaged and said to Becky in there, are these dyed? No, 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 no. This is Mother Nature's natural pink, turquoise, green iridescence. You're getting 7 on a strand. Okay, approx 7 pieces on the strand. They are the large abalone shell. They are beautiful, absolutely mesmerising. Each and every one individual, unique and exquisite. Now, I just want to just take an, oh gosh, let me just show you this one. Can you see this little rivet here? Can you just see, just running along down there? Now, if you think about that wonderful trace that you're seeing there, that's where those little nucleus of pearls have been pushing up against that beautiful abalone shell when they were forming. It's astonishing, isn't it? Absolutely astonishing that you, oh, look at those neons, my goodness. That's like looking at the Great Barrier Reef from a very great distance above. $19.95 for the entire strand, and they are mesmerising. You're looking at about £2.85 per abalone shell. They are natural, they are unenhanced, they are all the real deal. I will be honest with you, I think to have these just on display in your home, the energy that colour and the iridescence brings is amazing. Now, I know that he's busy doing a challenge, but I know that he won't mind me interrupting him when I'm just asking please don't shout at me, Mark. These colours, and I know they are leaping out at us, aren't they?
I think they're beautiful. No, I think they definitely warrant wire wrapping and learning some sort of extensive weaving process for them, or just have them as ornaments. I mean, it's probably really way out, but I would glue them onto cupboards in bathrooms and turn them into door handles.
Amazing idea.
Or a light pull, something like that. Just use them for home furnishings because they are beautiful.
To be honest with you, I was thinking, how can I incorporate that in my lounge? Because I have a few labradorites in there in a bowl. When the light catches them, it comes through the window. The light catches. I've strategically placed that bowl so that the labradorites just catch the light at certain times of the day. These, I would love to do the same with these. I think they're mesmerising, aren't they? I can understand why somebody's messaging in saying, are they dyed?
Completely. What fascinates me is this is the inside of the shell.
Yeah, exactly.
From the outside, it's not the most
absolutely, yeah. If we were to turn them, and this is the thing, if you were to turn these inside out, you'd see almost a fossilised quality to it. The fact that you are getting that look at it again. I'm just going to show you. Look, there's another one here with the pearl rivet. So there's two there. They're very, very different. But can you see?
Oh, look at that. I've never seen that before.
It's amazing, isn't it? It really is amazing. I haven't seen it very, very often. Listen, please do make sure you're checking out under £20. I'm going to leave those there for you. I think they're fascinating. Now. Yeah, got it. We've got a few that continue. Continue, my love, continue.
With fluorite in your
I know, I have got, and they are gorgeous. I will interrupt you again in a few minutes. We've got 230 carats of multi-fluorite puffy coins, 12mm, 38cm strand. Beautiful, beautiful display of surface colour. It's not often that we get a chance to see fluorite like this. Fluorite we normally get a chance to see in nuggets and chips, which is great because we get a chance to see all of those different array of colours. But with a big surface area like this, look how we're getting a chance to appreciate the zebra banding of colour in your fluorites. Purple stripes, beautiful green stripes, proper deep kind of deep, almost amethyst tone coming through then with your almost anulite colour coming through there as well. Really, really lovely fluorite puffy coins. Now, if you're thinking about, and I'm just going to hold, that is an entire strand. Have a look at it, run up and down, and just see that there's just nothing like. No two are identical. Each of them is individual, unique. You get a chance to see the natural beauty of the entire strand. You get a chance to see the different tones, the beautiful zebra stripes running through it. What sort of price would you pop onto a natural strand of fluorite? Especially these sorts of sizes. £7.95. £7.95. Do make sure that you are checking out and confirming as soon as you possibly can for that one. Really, really do make sure that you are, because of course you've got some lovely sizes here. This from Lizzie says, "Ooh, these look just like fruity sweeties." Note to self: don't eat the gemstones. No, don't eat the gemstones. Please don't. We continually have to tell Mike not to do that. Put them down, Mike, put them down. £7.95 on your screen. Please make sure you're checking out as soon as you can. They are natural, they are enhanced. Beautiful sizes. All there, make sure you're checking out. Then we move on to, hang on, wrong way. Let's go back there. A few more nuggets. Okay. This is a double strand of ruby in the rough. Now, I didn't think of that before I said it, did I really? Okay. Note to self.
On a scale of 1 to 10, yes. How difficult would you like your challenge to be?
Ooh.
1 being really easy and 10 being...
Well, should we give everybody, let the audience decide?
Okay.
Shall we?
That's a bit of a gamble for you.
I know, it's all right. I trust you. I trust you. How difficult would you like jewellery heaven or jewellery hell for me? Because Mark has challenged me to make, I've never made a friendship bracelet throughout the history of all my jewellery sort of career, which has been 10 years. I've never made a friendship bracelet, not even when it was the craze to do it as kids. Never, ever, ever, ever. So Mark said to me tonight, our final kit tonight, we are making friendship bracelets, specifically for brand new customers, of course, who might be in the same shoes as me and never done it. And of course, for those of you who want a revisit. How difficult would you like my challenge with Mark to be? Would you like to be, 1, make it really easy for Ray, or 10, really difficult for Ray? That would be my jewellery hell. And Becky will keep a tally. You can message via the app, via the web, and via text message. You can message in the next 10 minutes. Next 10 minutes. Leaving that open to you to decide. Be nice, be nice, be nice. And we will see how the demo goes. This is beautiful ruby. It is rough ruby. This, I mean, honestly, when you think about the fact that you are getting rough corundum in this strand, double length strand, proper scarlet reds and sort of winterberry tones coming through here as well, which is lovely, really lovely. But have a look at how they haven't been polished, they haven't been tumbled, you've got that matte finish. Now, I would say, absolutely, hands down, just as we had for that gorgeous, beautiful blues in the sapphire strand. You're all so cruel at home. We've got those gorgeous blues in the sapphire strand that we were talking about earlier for gents jewellery. These are your ruby. I think these would be beautiful in gents jewellery, don't you? $11.95 on your screen for 315 carats of rough ruby. It's a huge strand. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, who's messaging saying 9.9 and then somebody else is messaging saying 10? Let's have a laugh. Oi! Who said 15? We didn't give you an opportunity for 15. We're going to delve into box number 60. Okie dokie, my lovely. Oh, this is nice. Very nice. This is lovely. Okay, so we've got 10 top drilled, triangular, beautiful cabochons. Now that is 15 millimeters. The top drill runs through there, the drill hole runs to the very, very top. So you've got the entire exposed beautiful amber. Now I'm sure, you know, yes, of course there is, you could just put a pinch bail in the top of that, off you go, good to go, pop it onto a chain. But also, you could wire wrap that as well. Now we do anticipate that amber is probably going to be the gemstone of the year. For years it's been labradorite. We do think that probably amber is going to tip the balance. We're not 100% sure, but that's what we're anticipating. And you've got a beautiful Baltic cognac amber top drilled 3D triangular cabochon, 15 millimeter. They are the very, very last of stock, under £10. What I love about that is the exposure on that. You could pop that onto leather, you could pop that onto your wire, you could pop that onto majority of our mediums and have the entire exposed amber glowing beautifully. The last 7, you're on the phone lines. It's so good to have your company. Thank you so much. Make sure you're holding the lines. This is from Chris. 9.9 lol. Can't be too easy. Thanks, Chris. So Claire, she says, sorry, hell. See ya. 10, let's have a laugh. Best of luck. Sue says, mine's a 15 for Ray. It ain't worth it unless it makes you sweat a bit. Lol. Okay, I'll put a 7 then. I think that about a lot of things, Sue, to be honest with you, my lovely. This from Chris. He says, I think Ray could manage at least an 8. Thank you, Chris, for the support there. Appreciate it. Susan says, let's all make friendship bracelets so that Ray's not on her own and make it a 10. Sue, I'd like it. You know, for Ray. Thank you. Can I, oh, what's the name of the chef that swears a lot? Thank you, Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
Bob, thank you, guys. Gordon Ramsay at Christmas does like a cook-along. Let's do a jewellery make along. I know we've done that here, but if you're sat at home right now, rush to your stash, go and get what are we using?
You can use paracord or wax cord, any 1mm cordish. Any
1mm cord that you may have in your stash, go fetch, and let's all make it together, and then you can send photos into my Facebook page. Love that. Love that. I'm going to move on, sorry. I have got some of that. Thanks, Jilly. 7 for Ray. Thanks, my lovely. More amber. Let's do it. We've got, these are gorgeous connectors actually, really lovely. We've got sunstone silver connectors, 10 pieces in the pack for you. Beautiful, again, look at that rich, delicious colour. It's got a bit of skin tone behind there, I think. So you get a chance to see the richness of colour. Just spinning that over so you can see there's no resin and no glass at the back to intensify that colour. It is a beautiful colour that you're getting, organic colour. Baltic cherry amber sterling silver soft square connectors. 6mm, 10 of those in the pack. Just going to show you them all in there. The last 14 packs that we have left, that's it, 14. £16.95, £1.69 per beautiful connector. I think that's amazing value for genuine Baltic cherry amber where the colour is so true. Amazing. 0800 644 655 jewellerymaker.com. Of course, you can join us online via the web and the app. Lovely to have your company. Mark is busy working on the challenge that is coming your way very, very, very soon indeed. As if he hasn't worked hard enough. He's been in this building since just about 7 o'clock this morning. He's already held a workshop with 12 amazing customers. That's a fully booked workshop right there. 12 is the max that we hold for a workshop. And then, of course, he's literally been the hardest worker in this room tonight as well. So we've really... Becky's just got to... Mark, do you want to come back in tomorrow? He's like, I think, to be fair, I think he needs to lie down in a darkened room. We've got lovely Deb Rush with us tomorrow. Deb Rush. Deborah Rush. Is that the name of a singer?
That's Jennifer Rush.
That's Jennifer Rush, the power of love. There we go. There we go. Deb Rush with us tomorrow night. Looking forward to that. Look, we've got a showstopper coming up. Jam-packed. I did say to you it was jam-packed to the rafters. Coming up to the last hour. You can't go anywhere. It's jam-packed coming up for you. Showstopper next. A little bit in love with this strand. I just kind of noticed how incredibly graduated and how beautifully set the colour is. This is not a randomly put together strand. There is thought behind this. There is a beautiful graduation of colour. I'm going to hold it out for you. I think you need to see this in its entirety to see greens either end, blend into those beautiful purples and pinks. We go back into the forest greens, we go back into the purples and pinks, back into greens, back into purpley pinks, into the very, very deep, deep purples in the centre. Can you see how that colour has been graduated for you and set for you on that strand, grouped for you already? Very, very lovely indeed to be able to see that. So again, think about that. You know, yes, you could literally take them off the strand, restrand it, pop chain on either side of that, little clasp. You've got a beautiful necklace, of course. There is, without a doubt, that graduation there for a bracelet. You might want to split that up and use it in sections. So use the mint greens together, use the purples, use the pinks together. It's all natural, all beautiful and all unenhanced, natural fluorite. 0800 644 655. Please make sure that you are dialing and confirming and absolutely confirming the lustre on these natural fluorites for a showstopper, and I promise you a show-stopping price as well. If you are thinking about buying this strand tonight, you are paying less than £10. You will be able to use this if you are a brand new customer to us buying natural fluorite. You are already, because you're spending over £4.95, qualifying for the brand new customer pack as well. You will get projects in that pack where you will be able to make beautiful jewellery out of this strand. £8.95. 0800 644 655, and of course JewelleryMaker.com for natural fluorite. It's a beautiful colour strand, isn't it? Nice to see those beautiful different tones, isn't it? Look at those mint greens, they're glowing.
It's not very often that you get a full strand of near purple, is it? It's beautiful.
Really, really lovely.
I love fluorite.
Yeah, it is. It's a great gemstone to use. I think that we're so lucky to be able to work with that amazing mint green through to the deep purple from the one gemstone naturally. It is exciting. Do make sure you're checking out on that one. Hold the lines. Now, we've had... Say that again, my darling. Yeah, I have, yeah. I did mention blue opal nuggets earlier, in fact, blue opal chips, and we didn't have a chance to bring it to you. A couple of you have messaged Becky saying, where are the blue opal chips that Ray mentioned earlier? They're here. I'll squeeze them in for you before, of course, we go through to the final challenge kit and demo with Mark tonight. 95 carats. The colours are gorgeous, aren't they? Really lovely. 95 carats of blue opal chips that you're getting there. 2 to 9 millimetres on the graduation on the strand, 86 centimetre strand. They are a beautiful blue. A beautiful blue. All natural, all organic, all absolutely yours. Double length strand as well, £11.95.
I'd have to get them incorporated with the first kit with those pink opals.
They would be gorgeous when they're pink opal nuggets and the pink opal rounds. Yeah, definitely. There is something very calming about that colour, isn't it?
Lovely.
Really
it's very close to, oh no.
Oh no!
The blue lace.
Oh, the blue lace agate.
Blue lace,
yeah,
definitely.
definitely. Yeah, definitely. There's something, I think it's because we're getting so many beautiful soft powder blues in this strand. That's what makes it so appealing. I'm glad that we were able to squeeze that in for you. Malachite's been requested. Yeah, we did say that we had malachite. I tell you what, you're very, very eager beavers tonight. Lovely. Let's bring you some, now not many of these available, so please, if you want to get your hands on this, we've got less than 30 strands available. We were going to bring this to you in the nugget showcase. It's such an amazing colour, isn't it? Should be £17.95 this strand, 38 centimetres, natural unenhanced South African malachite, 8x5 to 10x6 millimetres in size. The colour is vivid, it is that beautiful intense green. We're reducing it from £17.95 for you tonight to £10.95 for tonight's late show. That would look really, some of those Eslon cords that we had, some of those Ceylon colours that we had would look beautiful with this.
That's beautiful.
So beautifully vivid. It really is. You'll see all those beautiful stripes. Oh, it would go nicely with that. Thanks for that. I love the fact that we've got individual markings on each malachite. There's a bath that you can buy made out of solid malachite for £250,000 if you've got it. Do you know what I mean? Just spare change. At £10.95 on your screen. Do make sure you're checking out. It is an absolute must-have when you are looking for that vivid, gorgeous, bright, jump-at-you green. It really is. It's got such a beautiful, beautiful sort of mesmerising pattern running through it as well. Make sure that you are checking out and confirming as soon as you can on this one. Now, we have got for you coming up a challenge from... Well, we've set a challenge for Mark. Can I just say, never forget, hell. That's what you've said for me, hell. So that means a tough challenge ahead for your friend. Not one person has gone under 5. Feeling the love in the room right now. Feeling the love in the room. Do not go anywhere. There is a challenge ahead for lots of us on the other side of this.
We're very excited to introduce Patti McCourt to the Jewellery Maker family. Patti is a professional bead artist, bead designer, tutor and consultant, and has a wealth of experience in the art of seed beading. Make sure you tune in on Thursday the 24th at 1 p.m. for Patti's debut show. Our team have put together some amazing kits in order for Patti to demonstrate her incredible seed bead designs.
The Jewellery Maker phone is free from a UK landline, so call us today to place your order.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker.
You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you've found a workshop you would like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button, fill in the required fields, and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Did you know, no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging. Select our standard delivery for just £2.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for £4.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Welcome back to the last hour of the Late Show Tonight. Challenge Mark and Ray. And you at home, if you've decided to join in with us, would love for you to film yourself doing this, record yourself doing this on your smartphone, upload it to my Facebook page so we can share it, have a giggle all together. And it will be a giggle because I've got no idea what I'm doing. However, now, I was a bit dismissive because I've just walked over, okay, and I just gone, ooh, a load of laces. And Mark's just gone to me, it's paracord. It's paracord. I was like, wash your mouth out with soap, girl. Talk to me about why this, because it's very substantial.
Yes.
So what are we working with? I know we've got two different gauges here, but this is very substantial.
Yes, so this is, if I can take one of them, I can show you all about it. So this is the original paracord. It was developed in the Second World War for men and ladies jumping out of aeroplanes with parachutes.
I'm guessing that's what it was for.
Paracord, okay. It's also used in the survival world, so your Bear Grylls and your Cubs and your Scouts, they use it. So basically you'd make a bracelet or a piece of jewellery, you'd be out in the wilderness, you'd need a belt, or you'd need to make a trap, or you'd need a rope to climb down a wall, or you'd need to tie your kayak. You'd take off your bracelet, you'd unravel it, and you would have feetage of cord. My
husband and my son would love this.
Yes. So the two gauges that we've got, this is Paracord 451.
Okay.
The 451 stands for £451 in weight. That's what it will carry. So I'm not sure what that is in...
I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think everyone in the entire building at the moment would be. The smaller paracord we've got coming up is Paracord 99. So that will still hold 40 bags of sugar, even the small one.
Okay. Can you convert that, Beck, please? So the smaller one is, did you say 99? So £99. Can you convert that to kilograms for me, darling, please? And also... This one, say again.
This is 451.
451 into kilograms as well, please, sweetheart. And then ideally into stone.
Yes.
And I'll work out how many of me... So £99, 44 kilograms.
451.
Ooh. 204 kilograms. What's that in stone?
7 stone for 99.
7 stone. Ben's all over it. Beck, stand back. Ben, so 7 stone for £99.
What's the other one?
At £451.
451.
In stone.
Stone is 32 stone.
Wow.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Wow. On
that one strand.
That mesmerising. I get fascinated by stuff like this.
Okay. You have this outer cord, okay?
Yeah.
Which I'll talk about when we come to doing the challenge.
Okay, darling. Yeah.
So if I show you the inside.
Okay. So you're snipping that.
So inside the 451, we have 7 strands, and each of these strands are made up of little cotton threads, all twisted together, which is why it's so strong. Now this is known as the guts. That's the technical term, the guts. Okay. So what you can do with paracord is you can actually melt and splice 2 colours together.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
Because obviously you cut your end like so, and then again with your good old trusty cigarette lighter, which you use a lot in paracord, you melt the ends, you give it a squidge, like so. Okay, and then that is now sealed. It won't fray.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the basic. So that's how you melt and finish off an end.
Okay.
So to splice two pieces together, you would pop out the guts of one.
Yeah.
You'd snip them off.
Yeah.
You'd pull the cord back so you had a little hollow inside. Yeah. You would melt this to quite a nice heat. You'd insert that inside. Okay. Squidge it together, and then the material that's on the outside of this covering here is the same material that Eslon is made of, which is why Eslon melted earlier.
Okay.
And this is absolutely fantastic, and it features in Mad Max, the recent Mad Max film.
Okay, yeah.
Tom Hardy wears them a lot. They've been in lots, as I said, lots of survival programs. And there is a famous gents and ladies clothing brand beginning with a big letter G. You know where I'm going with that.
Yep.
And for a paracord bracelet with a silver G clasp, £149.95. Exactly this paracord. Now, there's lots of paracord on the market. You can buy it in bulk from China. Quality is not fantastic, but you can buy it. And without doubt, our paracord that we have here is the best quality around.
It looks great. The colours are fabulous as well.
To the point where we've had Facebook pages set up on the back of our paracord.
Really?
The UK Paracord group, who might be some of them might be watching this evening.
Hi.
Nearly 500 members, all on the back of our paracord, and they share pictures and advice and tips and designs and things like that. It's amazing.
So literally popping on a silver spacer bead on there and having a nice just little finish clasp on that. Job
done. They're ace. Paracord is amazing. Was launched not last birthday, the birthday before.
Well,
so a year
do you know
and a half.
what? I stand corrected. It's not shoelaces at all.
Honestly.
I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated. Fabulous, fabulous stuff. So, Beck, what do you want to do first, my lovely? Okay, yeah, absolutely. Let's do that first then. So Yes, okay, I'm going to pick all of these
No,
up.
I'm not being sexist, but for me, this is a bloke's bundle.
Well, it's got navy, it's got a
honest,
cream, it's got a
yeah.
silver and a black in it.
Yeah.
Probably, I would say, yeah, more. I
Yeah.
would say my other half would probably go for the kind of almost sort of camouflage.
That's what it's known as. Desert camo.
Definitely. We've got a black, we've got a beautiful silver grey, got a navy, you've got a gorgeous bright white as well. Love all of those colours, fabulous.
And each of the reels, you get 16 feet. And
Okay.
for an average bracelet, you need 8 feet. So we're able to give you 2 full bracelets.
Okay, so 2 full
on a reel.
bracelets.
Yeah,
Fab.
Yeah.
And you could mix and match those colours
Yeah,
by
you splice
doing that
the colours and
spice.
do your splicing.
Fab.
Yeah.
Okay,
And we've
so
got 2 DVDs that are available. So we've got an introduction to Paracord.
Yeah.
And then we've got Paracord with the addition of gemstones and beads if you want
Fab.
to glam it up a little bit.
Please do and have a look. Just go and have a look at that on our website and see if those DVDs are available for you. Right, bundle. All of these. So you're getting 16 feet in each. So there's 80 feet in total. Black, desert camo, kind of loving that. Gunmetal, navy, and white. 0800 644 655. There are 50 available bundles. I got 32 already there.
Wow. £2 a reel. Now I can make
That's-
a naked bracelet without gemstones
yeah.
for £5 each, and you can make one in 5 minutes. And we've done it on the show. We've timed me making one in 5 minutes.
Fab, fab, fab. You're all checking it out, which is gorgeous to see.
Brilliant.
We are actually oversubscribed if you all try and check out at this moment in time. Huge good luck to you. I don't just have that colourway. Those are a gorgeous colourway bundle. We've got some, look at these neons.
You've got the Harry
isn't it?
Potter mix.
Yeah, definitely.
You'll have to remind me of the houses. I've no idea.
Slytherin, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Gryffindor.
Oh, a bit of a fan.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Wow.
Gorgeous colours. Really love it. Now, not just getting these 4 colourway for the Paracord, but if you've got the Ultra Thread Zapper. Now, we've sold out. We have sold out. We sold out literally 10 days ago. But Mark has got his own Ultra Thread Zapper here. If you've got this at home, the Thread Zapper that you've got, these are extra spare heat heads for you for the end of the Thread Zapper. Now, what I will say, you do get a spare one in there. It's the Ultra one, your grey one in your hand, that in your right hand, yeah. So it's the newer Thread Zapper that we've got. Unfortunately, we sold out of it. We sold out of it about 10 days ago. We're waiting for more to come in, but these are the spare heads that you need because they tend to burn out. Now, obviously, you've just shown us how heating the cord end, obviously the paracord end, sort of you can create that C with it. Can we do the splicing with the beads?
You can't do the splicing. You can, you can add a push. You can do the finishing off. But what we tend to use a thread zapper for is for the thinner cord that we've got coming up.
Okay, my lovely. Fab.
Yeah, but they're so easy to replace. They're brilliant.
Well, you're getting 2 spare thread zapper heads in there, and of course the paracord bundle. Really gorgeous colours that you're getting. All of that again for you for £9.95. Fab, 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 fab.
So I've taken the battery out of mine, so it doesn't get hot. So if you push the trigger up, okay, you can see that the little heating element pops out.
Yeah.
So all you do is you just pull it out, take your new one out of the pack, pop it back in, and you're ready to go.
Fab. You do get a spare one in the battery section of that one, don't you?
On the back there, yeah.
You do get a spare one within the actual bead zapper, but when they've both gone and you need some extras, they're there in your pack for you. Under £10, make sure that you're checking out on that one. Brilliant stuff.
Wow.
Now, in the kit itself, the paracord kit that we've got for you that we're going to be using in the challenge, we've got your pinks, your oranges, your multicolour, your reds, your navies, your aqua, your army camo and your golden. That's all coming up in a minute on the smaller gauge, okay? But before we do that, we have got some amazing shell pearls, huge size. I know there is a lot of mess on the desk. Sorry, there's so much, honestly. We'll clean up after.
It's a good mess. It's a good mess.
It is a good mess. We've got your beautiful hematite, and of course we've got the smaller shell pearls as well for you. So many moments. So this is part of the kit that you can incorporate. Of course, it could be a separate kit as well because you've got all your findings here as well. So you've got your shepherd's hooks, your head pins, you've got your chain, your jump rings, and then of course you've got your T-bar clasps. So all of that there. big, beautiful, and perfectly fine, perfectly formed. All of those gorgeous shell pearls, quite extraordinary sizes actually. Not only if you're thinking about the size of the ivory shell pearls, they are gigantic that you've got here. They are 16 millimeters in size.
I think that's the largest size we go up to in a round. I've not seen any bigger than that.
Really
They're
lovely.
amazingly beautiful.
Absolutely sensational. Do make sure you're checking out on this one, of course. You've got the Findings kit as well in the gold colour, which is lovely. Just very, very quickly to go through that with you, you've got the gold-plated copper small toggle clasp, you've got the shepherd's hooks, you've got the headpins, you've got your overlink chain, your crimp tubes, your open jump rings, and of course your beautiful clasps there as well. I think I might have said that twice, but you know what I mean. So all of that there for you. I'd pay that for just those 16 mil beauties.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Just for a sec. Just restrap them, put a clasp on it, you're good to go. Oh my gosh, they are fabulous.
Got little smiley faces.
The reflection of the desk there, giving them a big smile. Do make sure you are checking out. Now we've got the challenge, and before we get to the challenge, we'll bring the graphics on screen for you for all of your paracord. Now this is the one that holds £99.
Yep.
So the gauge on this one, what did we say that it was?
1
It doesn't
mil.
have, so it's a 1 mil gauge.
gauge.
Thank you,
Yep.
sweetheart. 1 mil gauge.
Yeah.
So you've got burnt orange, your neon orange, pink, red, rainbow, golden rod, and then you've got navy, aqua, and army camo. 16 feet of each. 1.2 millimeters, it says here on the gauge. Absolutely gorgeous stuff.
There you go. So it's got one. It's got one.
So that's
one
just
cord.
got the one
Yeah.
going through
It's
it.
got the one going through. So you can see how strong it is. If that
Yeah.
will hold nearly 100 £100 in weight, just from having that one inner core there.
It's amazing. I think that's
Amazing stuff.
fascinating.
And the reason that we got the thinner cord is not all ladies want to wear big chunky
No,
bracelets.
and I understand that. I do get that.
So,
you
so
know.
we got the thinner cords in purely for that, and you can make basic ordinary jewellery because it's so fine. You can get this through most drill holes
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So for Macrame, for your Shambhalas, your bracelets, that sort of thing.
Most of our silver findings as well.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and it's really
lovely.
nice to add to the thicker cord as well to make jewellery as
Okay.
well.
We've got a challenge coming up that you have decided that we are going hard or going home, quite frankly. That's what you've said. So we've got that challenge coming up. Let's make sure that you are checking out. So you are getting 8 in total.
That's brilliant.
8 gorgeous colours.
Ooh.
Each of
amazing.
those 16 feet in length. In the bundle, £12.95.
Brilliant.
Great price, absolutely fabulous. Make sure you're coming in and getting involved. I hope you've got this on record. Time for me to get involved. Right, Mark.
Well,
Over to you.
Paracord bracelets and friendship bracelets have really cool names.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you how to make the Piranha's jawbone. So it's not a soft romantic name, but it's such a cool.
It is.
Cool.
Say it again.
Piranha's jawbone.
Piranha's jawbone.
Yep.
Okay.
So, for the viewers at home, I have got on my board, okay, I have got 2 lazy strands going down the middle, okay, so length of your board plus a little bit extra to attach. And then I've got 2 separate cords, one of the same colour as your lazies, and then one other colour. Do you notice I've given you navy blue?
Thank you so much.
Okay, so at the top of your board, I've put all 4 cords through, okay, and then at the bottom, I've got the 2 lazy cords, which I've attached. Bring it up, which I've attached so it's really tight. Do you want it like a guitar string?
Okay, guitar string, yeah.
And then the other 2 cords are loose.
Okay.
Okay. So your orange cords, instead of having 1 lazy, as we did earlier, we've got 2 now, just to make it a bit more difficult. And then we've got our 2 working strands. Okay. So viewers at home, if you ignore the left, because I'm going to bring this in a second for, this is one I prepared earlier. Okay, so, are you ready?
Yes.
This is really simple, honestly. So,
Somebody wanted me to do a 15. Come on now.
this is
Right,
lovely. This is lovely. Okay, so this is the Piranha jawbone. So we take our our single cord, and we take it. What I tend to do is if you just fold it in a loop and feed the loop through. Okay, so we're going to take our left cord through in between the two, okay, and we're going to pull it through, making sure we have our letter D that we had earlier.
Oh, wait,
you just pulled it too far, that was all.
Wait.
That's it, pull that back through, that's it.
Okay.
I've just been asked by Kerry in my ear how difficult this is, just do it again. So between the two, this is probably a 5 or 6. So I've been quite nice. Yeah. Okay, so pull that through. So you've got your letter D.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Then take your other cord, your other right-hand cord. Okay, and drape it over the top of your light blue cord.
Yep.
Okay. Make your little loop again.
Yep.
And take it underneath your first cord, in between the two, and then up through your loop, your letter D. So underneath and up, and then pull that through, and then pull both of your strands a little bit up to the top. Okay?
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
So this right-hand cord, we're going to do exactly the same, but we're going to do it in reverse. So make a little loop in between the two and pull it across. So this time we've got our letter B. Okay? With our other cord, we make our little loop in between the two lasers and up through our letter B. And we pull that up to the top. Okay? Okay, and then pull up to the top, stop there, okay?
Okay.
And that's it, it's just repeating it now. So we always start with our light blue. So make our little loop in between the two, pull, so you've got your letter D. Okay?
Yeah.
Then our right-hand cord, drape over the top. It's always got to go over the top.
Yeah.
Make your little loop. Okay. Underneath your light blue, in between the two, and up through, and pull up. Okay. Pull to the top, and you can see you can see your teeth starting to form. Yep. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we go back to our pale blue.
Yeah.
So make a little loop.
Oh yeah.
In between the two.
Basics.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Got a letter B. Take our second cord.
Yeah.
Over the top, in between the two, and up through. See?
I'm doing something wrong.
You're doing basic macrame. So I'm going to watch you do the next one. So it's the light blue, okay?
Right.
So make your loop.
Yeah. So I'm making my loop.
Yeah.
I go in between.
That's what you're doing wrong. You're going under instead of over. So over and under.
Under.
That's it. That's all. So over and under.
Yeah.
Okay. Bring it through.
Yeah.
Then your other cord, drape it over your pale blue.
Yeah.
Okay. And go over and under.
Over and under.
Up through your little loop at the top. That's all. That's all. So up through. That's it. And then pull.
I think it was right. You know, like, I've got a strand here that's just sticking out.
Right. This will take effect. So ignore the first little section.
Ignore that now.
Yeah. So
and do that bit.
So make your loop.
Make your loop.
Down. So down and through.
So like that.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So your other cord, drape it down. Over the top.
Over the top.
Yeah. So over and under.
Oh, over and under.
Up through.
Up through.
And pull. It will start to. That's better. Okay.
This is just a strand sticking out of it.
I'll do it with you without saying anything now.
Oh my goodness! Right. Okay.
Oh no.
Right, I'm very much myself watching you looking at Mark's on as you pulling your cord vigorously. Right, honestly. Do you know?
She's doing brilliantly.
I just don't think I'm.
See?
Right again.
Through your loop.
Oh.
That's it.
No, do you know what it is? Anything like this, I just think I'm just not going to be very good, and so I shouldn't have made fun of the shoelaces. I really shouldn't. Right. Right, hang on a minute.
Over and under, that's right.
So-
Yeah, pull it through.
Claire,
Yeah.
stop laughing. Stop laughing. You don't understand how I make it.
Over and under, up through the loop. That's it. You got it sussed.
Did you not see the tone of concentration? Oh, right, okay. Oh, that's a pretty pattern that's coming on now, isn't it?
So can I hold mine up to bend?
Yes, please do.
Okay.
Show how it's
no,
properly
it's
done.
coming along. I'll leave you for 30 seconds just to
Okay,
do your bit.
all
So you
right,
can
love.
see, this is the Piranha jawbone here. So you can see you get that really nice little. So the orange
How
is
it's
to resemble the
supposed to
teeth.
look.
You see that, and the blue are to resemble the teeth within the piranha's jaw on the top there.
No, wait a minute, shush. Let me just get 2 at least. 2.
That's it. So over and under.
What? Honestly?
Okay. So over and under, and up through.
You said this was a 5.
It is. Okay.
I think
now
it's like a
you
99.
stand there so they can watch on the overhead.
Oh, are you kidding?
No, come on. You can do 2, a left
Right,
and a right.
I've got a sweat, proper sweat. Glowing. One is glowing, jewellery glowing. Right. Okay, so you take it over and under.
Yep.
And then you pull it through.
That's you on telly, look.
I know, look at that. I'm sweating, Sue. I am sweating. Over the top.
Yep.
And then we take it over and under.
Yep.
And then up through.
Yep. Okay, one more.
Okay.
And you've earned your guest designer stripes. Yay.
Everybody at home is going, dear God, no, don't go, Mark. Don't go anywhere. Right, so we do that.
Yep.
We pull that through there.
So how quickly you picked it up?
Yeah, now, look at the wrong bit at the top. Good grief. Go under that one, up through that one.
That's it.
Oh, good God. Oh, hang on a minute. Should we do macrame tomorrow? I think we might need lots of cans of
Brill.
deodorant.
Brill. That's really good. So you can see the little teeth now, yeah?
Yeah. That's so much better.
Yeah. That's nice. So would you rather be a presenter or guest designer?
Let's swap places.
Okay.
Come on, let's go back. There's a reason. There's a reason why we have experts in the room for
No, that's
making
brilliant.
jewellery,
You've done
and
that
there's
so
a
well.
reason.
That's brilliant.
Fab. So, explain again what that is called.
Piranha's
the piranha's
jawbone. Yeah.
Jawbone. Okay,
Yeah.
so piranha's jawbone. So we continue through.
Yep, so you go all the way along
Yeah.
to the bottom. Okay. And then all you would do, because it's a friendship bracelet, okay, once you did get to the very end, with friendship bracelets,
God,
all
it's so can you imagine as well
Yeah.
the strength of that
Yeah.
now that it's all
No,
knotted
it's brilliant.
together as well?
So all you do, because
Mocking me.
because it's a friendship bracelet,
Yeah.
the idea is that you put them on, you tie them on, and then you leave them on.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
I
so
don't think
you've got 2 sets of loose ends
Yeah.
there. So you put it on the wrist, and then you tie it in a knot, and then a double knot, and then you just leave it on for friendship bracelets.
Okay.
So that's in my orange and blue there, and then there's this one I've used, the darker camo and the red. So you can probably see it much better. And this, because you're tying it onto the wrist, you can swap it over. It's double-sided, so you've got the orange to the left and to the right, and if you flip it over, you've got the blue to the left and the right, but going in reverse.
So what sort of clasp are you using?
You don't. You tie
okay,
it
so you
on.
just tie it on.
Yeah,
Just
because-
overhand
yeah,
knot.
you do that with
Off you go.
friendship. So friendship bracelets you tie on,
Okay.
and you're supposed to leave them on
Yeah.
in the bath and in the sea and
Yeah.
all sorts of things.
I know a lot of our guest designers wear them, even in the smallest, the
Yeah.
thinnest of sort of
absolutely.
threads as well.
Yeah. So you don't have to do a clasp with those. Just simply tie them on.
Can I apologise? I think I nearly gave you a black eye a couple of those times where I was
when you-
pulling.
For your first to go, that's brilliant.
Do you know what? Well, that bit's disappointing because I was clearly doing something
all
wrong
right.
at the start. But I can see that pattern forming now. Yeah.
But all it did, you went under and over instead of over and under. That was all it was at the
Right.
beginning.
Well, I may take this back with me now this evening and
Carry on, finish it off. Yeah,
Show
go
it
for
to you.
it.
I might even wear it in tomorrow. Take photos of it, put it on Facebook. Fabulous. Listen, thank you for taking part as well. I hope if you were at home, look, it's why we've got experts who are experts in their field within Jewellery Maker. That's the whole point of having it. What I don't know about gemstones is not worth knowing, but when it comes to jewellery making, honestly, this is why we have guest experts like Mark here to show us the way, isn't it?
Well
That's
done,
the
you
thing.
did ace. Very proud of you.
I think if my mum's watching right now, she's like, oh God, don't get her to sew, please. You're lucky she's got that far, to be honest with you. There should be a Challenger presenter hour. There should. To be fair to most of the presenters here, have you just emailed Deb Rudge and said you've got to challenge Ray for tomorrow? Oh my gosh, we need some cans of deodorant in the building. And some mattifying makeup because the sweat was real. Ridiculous. Listen, thank you so much for getting involved, and thank you to you as well, Mark. Just again, the hardest work I can do. Show me what you've.
So these are from another kit that we had recently. I had to make pet collars.
Oh wow!
So that's why they're slightly bigger. So these are just some of the things you can do with a thinner cord. Now this one here, I've incorporated silver stardust beads. So you can it's really easy for the pampered pets. And then this one here is sort of a Valentine's Asian provocateur type.
It is
again, adding stardust beads. And then this one was I can't remember the football team. I did it for a football team.
It's got to be West Ham or something like that,
isn't it? Something like that, isn't it? But you can do some really nice little, and these are the little buckles that you use for the bracelet jig, which comes in and out so quickly. Okay. But you can do so many things with them, and just by blinging them up a little bit by adding stardust beads.
And I suppose literally the jump ring that you'd get on a collar tag that you could get from any pet store,
any D-ring,
and
absolutely.
Pop that on there.
Pop it on,
Fab idea.
But we always say that these are for wearing indoors around the house, rather than going out, just in case, because of those buckles. You do need special buckles.
Sorry, I had a vision. I was just thinking, when the pets go out for dinner, when they're going out. So this is just for lounging around the home.
For the home. I wouldn't use them, we have to say that, a disclaimer, but we wouldn't use those outside because of the buckle. It's not a quick release buckle.
Well, okay.
So that's
good
all
point.
it is.
No,
but for pampered cats and things around the house, wearing little collars with bells.
Yeah,
fab. Brilliant.
Fab.
Really
Great
cool.
idea. Fab. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Yeah, where is... Oh, is it?
I love this stone.
Do you know what? It is. Do you know, I've not seen this two-tone. This is fab. Well, that would work with the gorgeous colours that we just worked with in the bracelet. You see, I know that we're calling it two-tone lapis lazuli. I understand that, but there is a little bit of what I would call azurite running through this. So azurite and malachite and lapis lazuli are very, very closely related, and they are. They look like little planets from afar, don't they?
Yeah,
they look like little globes there. 2 times 2 tone. You've got 2 strands of 40 carats in a 38 centimetre strand. Definitely would work with the colours of that gorgeous paracord that we're just working with. That lovely navy and that lovely bright blue. 0800 644 655, the number that you need to be dialing. Again, a chance to work with some really, really workable sized gemstones. And actually, if I just show you there, you've got a nice size cord running through those two-tone lapis lazuli, so you get a nice size drill hole as well, which is quite user-friendly. 0800 644 655. Again, you could use a thinner lazy cord. Look at me, say I'm all over it now. That's it. You could use the thinner gauge lazy cord and then still work your.
You can use, as I said, you can use absolutely anything as you're working because it's not going through a drill hole. So.
Lovely. Fab. Lapis lazuli from Afghanistan, 80 carats, you're getting there, 1190 on your screen for the 2 strands. We're saying no, not tonight. I'm going to take them under £10 for you. 0800 644 655. Thank you to everybody sending messages in tonight. I'm loving the fact that we're putting a smile on your face. Do you know what, if we do that and get you a kit or some gemstones or some findings or some beautiful cord into your collection at the same time, job done. 1190. Oh! Is that supposed to... What was it originally? Did it not change? Thank you, darling. £9.95. £9.95 on your screen to get those beautiful vivid blues and those gorgeous deep jade green colours. Make sure that you're checking that out, of course. And if you've got anything in your basket or your, of course, your... baskets or carts, that's the word I was looking for, then please do make sure that you are checking out of them. If you've got kits there, if you've got bundles there, if you've got, but basically anything that we've had for you tonight, the nugget strands, obviously on the repeat show, what will happen is if you think that that is safe in your, oh, it doesn't say what size they are. I think they're a 4mm, wouldn't you? Would you say they're a 4? They are, aren't they?
Beautiful.
They're a 4mm.
4mm.
I know it doesn't say in the graphics, that's quite strange actually. But yeah, if you've got anything left in your basket, on the repeat show, we will get more people joining us, more people phoning in, more people joining us online and on the app. So if you've got something in your basket that you think is safe, that you haven't yet checked out on, somebody could come along in the repeat show and that is bye-bye out of your basket. So do make sure that you are checking out tonight. Demo day has been an absolute joy. We've got about 20 minutes left on show for you, so do make sure that you are getting involved, and of course get your questions into Mark as well in the next few minutes. If you've got questions about specifically about anything that you've seen tonight, or just kind of any sort of gemstone or jewellery making inquiries and questions, please do message in before of course the end of the show, because he's not answering your questions then because he's driving home. How far are you driving tonight?
51 miles.
It's after a long day.
That's right. Put Radio 4 on, listen to an hour in Westminster.
Get him. 2 strands of jadeite coming up.
Oh my word, look at this.
We're going to do the rounds first for you. We had 8mm rounds as a big star buy earlier, and then we got these beautiful, I love these. Not seen anything like that in the jadeite since I've been back. Lovely. Gorgeous colour in the jadeite again, 100 carats, plain round, 6mm, very workable in your friendship bracelets, and of course an entire bracelet which many of our guest designers have got. These are 6mm rounds. We had 8mm for you earlier. Be nice to actually have the 8mm and the 6mm together and graduate them.
Intersperse them.
Yeah, lovely, really nice. 0800 644 655, because you've got a 38cm strand, should be £24.95. £10 coming off tonight. £14.95 you mark for?
Oh wow.
Fab, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Some proper sage greens coming through on there as well. £14.95 on your screen. You've loved the Paracord bundles, by the way. Less than 50 opportunities left, and so many of you with those in your baskets that you've not checked out, which is really, really playing chicken with our repeat show viewers. Do make sure you're checking out. Again, gorgeous rounds, really workable, really usable. Again, if you wanted to work those with the puffy pairs that we've got coming up for you as well, beautiful. Proper pearl greens coming up. Those, just as I would literally take this strand and make multiple pairs of earrings and just...
As guest designers, we are petitioning to get more top to bottom drilled beads in. We have so many pairs and teardrop shapes that are drilled left to right.
Yes, so through the top
through
section,
the
through the top.
Which, if you're not, it's difficult to use unless you do brouillé wrapping to make earrings with. But top to bottom like this, whether it's pearl drops or jadeite or any gemstone, they're so rare, and it would just make our job so much easier.
Well, also so much more use out of the gemstone, because literally when it's top drilled through the top, side to side, sort of east to west, a pinch bail, great, but that's just one of those. It's quite restrictive, isn't it?
Yes, completely. Yeah. But this top to bottom like this, we crave for them. Because they're just the perfect end. As you said, just a simple shepherd's hook and post.
And I've seen so many of you guys making beautiful flower clusters out of these shapes as well, which is lovely to see. Yes. 80 carats of Burmese jadeite this time around. Really interesting, actually, because when you start looking at the nephrite and the jadeite and where their origins are, you're seeing the Burmese pearl green rather than that Chinese green. And it's a very distinctive, different tone. I don't know if you can see from the Chinese through to the... So can you see the sage greens in comparison to those soft pearl greens in the puffies? They are gorgeous. 30cm strand. Price on your screen. £15.95. Wow. Really lovely sizes here, so 12 by 18 millimeters. With this strand, the multiple pairs of beautiful, just simple drop earrings. You could sell a pair of beautiful jadeite drop earrings with solid stunning silver findings, anywhere upwards. I'm going to say upwards of £7.50. I think that £7.50 is way too low for it, but I know that that's one of your magic price points.
It is, yeah. But I think for Jadeite, because of its rarity, it would be £10 a pair, I think.
They are absolutely
Maybe
gorgeous.
a little seed pearl underneath the wider
Nice idea,
bottom
lovely.
section to finish it off.
Really nice. £15.95 on your screen for that 30cm strand, 12 by 8mm on your screen. Beautiful. Now I do have, I have got that faceted as well, which is gorgeous.
I love this strand.
This is a lovely
with that
strand.
Jadeite you've just had.
Let's just bring it all in.
Oh, that's just so beautiful.
Love a different texture of the gemstones.
The work
works,
that's gone
isn't it?
into this strand. We normally see work like this, graduation, on the big 4 strands.
Yeah,
don't
we do, that's right.
But to do this with a little gemstone like amethyst, I think it's so beautiful.
I'm just going to hold it out actually so you can see the full graduation of colour. Again, like I was saying with the fluorites for tonight's must-have, look and see how you've got the almost colourless white quartz blending into the soft lilacs, into those deeper colours again. So you can see the work that's gone into graduating the colour in sections in the entire strand. Now you could work with that strand as is, restranding it, or of course you could use those deeper sections, those lighter sections and split it all up. But what you are getting is Zambian gem fields, gorgeous amethyst. And you start researching gem fields and you start looking at the jewellers that are working with gem fields and you go, good gosh, that's in my stash. Yeah, it is. 30 carats of multitonal, beautiful Zambian amethyst, graduated faceted rondelles. We've got 2 to 4mm graduation on a 32cm strand. You can see the lustre is there. Really lovely. What would be your inclination with this strand?
Well, I think I would restrand it as it is, because all the graduation's been done for you with colour, so I wouldn't need to do that. And sometimes you have graduation of size or you have graduation of colour. You can't have both sometimes. But for this, you've got size and colour all in one strand done for you already, so it's simple restrand.
Let me take it to the neckline for you so you get a chance to see what that looks like as well, so you can see. So what would you do? So finish this with maybe a little bit of chain and some clasps, or how would you? Or
just use maybe a row of 10 stardust beads along the bottom, just to open it up a bit. Or where the graduation changes dramatically, pop in a spacer bead so you don't see that sudden change. And with the Ceylon that we had earlier, or the Nemo. I'm going
to say Nemo.
Nemo, yeah.
I'm going to say Nemo.
You can rethread it now. And you can get your size 12 needle through the drill holes in these as well, so it'll aid you a bit easier.
Really exciting. I love the fact that we got lustre there as well. It's proper deep and beautifully decadent. What?
Really?
$7.95 for that natural gorgeous colour.
That's naughty.
That is lovely. I would be getting 2 of those, definitely. Wow. Bracelets, earrings, and a full necklace. You could get the full suite out of two strands. You could get a full suite. That's with some lovely silver findings. You're not going to be charging $7.95 or even £15 or £16 even for the suite. No way. Make sure you're checking that out. Gorgeous deal. Really lovely. Make sure you're checking out on that one, please do. Gosh. Again, natural, unenhanced, and you're going to be delighted when you get that home and you see that quality for yourself. You really, really are. I have got them.
Wow.
Yeah, they're lovely size, aren't they? So, we've got, let me just grab, could I, Ben, darling, can I grab the tweezers, sweetheart? Is that okay?
Yes.
The ones, that's the ones. Thank you, lovely.
Can I just quickly say, it's been so lovely this evening to have so many gemstones.
Oh, good.
It's lovely.
Back to our roots. Nice. I do like it. It's lovely. It is lovely. Don't get me wrong. I know that you're a passionate man about your seed beads, and I can absolutely see the attraction for it. I really, really can. But it is nice to kind of... We've seen so many tonight, haven't we?
It's been amazing. It's good. Fabulous. Great show today, Becky.
Ah, there we go, back. Yeah. Gold-plated brass leaf charms, 28 by 16mm. Now, I'm just going to show you. So you've got, underneath, you can see there... Oh, hang on, let me hold that for you. So you've got 2 connector points, but you could use, this is a bail, I suppose, and then suspend gemstones off the bottom there. What would you be inclined to do with these, Mark?
Looking at them, I would pop a bead in between, so I'd have two point to point,
Okay.
with a bead in the middle, because you can pop a bead through using your other end, and then one of those slidey clasps
Oh, nice.
around the back. So you'd have
yeah.
a nice pearl or something in the middle, or something a bit more
Beautiful idea.
dramatic. But I love them end on like that. They're
Yeah,
beautiful.
they would look gorgeous actually. $5.95. Getting 5 in the pack.
Wow.
$5.95. And again, there's so many different ways in which you could use these. You could use them very, very simply, or go to town on them with what Mark was just saying there, with suspending them. That would look nice as connectors almost on a necklace as well.
One of those
With the
jadeite pairs. Have you still got the pairs
yeah, I
there?
have
So
indeed,
suspend
yeah.
one of those from either end. Oh, that would just be lovely, wouldn't it?
Yeah, lovely. That gold colour's lovely
It's
with the
lovely
jade,
with
isn't
I
it?
never thought of using gold before. I've always gone for
Really
silver.
lovely. Very, very nice. I like that idea a lot. So you could suspend one of those. In fact, you could just intersperse a few of those, use them as connectors in the necklace through those puffy. Yeah, lovely idea.
Beautiful, wouldn't it?
Really nice. Those colours work beautifully together. $5.95 on your screen, pack of 5 that you're coming, and then of course if you didn't get the jadeite, have a look on our website in the app and see if there are any left available for you. Please do. $5.95 on your screen. You can join us online, on the app, and on the free phone number that is on your screen. Say that again, my lovely. Oh, that's all right, darling. I thought you were chatting to me. Looking for some pearls. Okie dokie. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We've got about 15-ish, in fact, no, 11 and a half minutes. But Ben is about to hand me some... Ooh.
They're purple peacock. I've never seen purple peacock.
The colour is
Wow.
Have you seen the colour on these? I think they're going to stop the show. Come on, have a look at these gorgeous colours. We're just saying now, if you were using these with the amethysts that we had, those beautiful faceted amethysts, the purples in these peacock pearls are beautiful. These are peacock freshwater cultured potato pearls. You're looking at 8 by 6 millimetres. Now, we've had so much. We've had Essilon, we've had the Ceylon, we've had the Nymo, we've had Paracord, we've had 2 different gauges, we've had different gauges of the Essilon. Again, now there is a pearl knotting course tomorrow with lovely Fleur. It was totally sold out. Somebody has dropped out, so there is a space tomorrow on the pearl knotting course. The Jadeite course on the 25th, which is on Friday, totally and utterly sold out. Jadeite Dreams has totally sold out on Friday, much like your course had sold out today. But again, thinking about working with our pearls, these are just going to be an absolute joy to work with, aren't they?
Yeah, they're beautiful. Again, it was just simple pearl knotting. You can't beat pearl knotting. I think it's such a beautiful technique.
We've definitely had enough of those gorgeous colours to sort of blend in with these gorgeous pearl colours as well.
I've never actually seen purple peacock
They are
before.
such an amazing colour. Such an amazing colour. The pearlescence, by the way, is really off the chart. When you get this strand home, and do get it home, you know, it's risk-free buying. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee from the day that you receive your jewellery delivery, your Jewellery Maker delivery. But do have a look at them. Do take that sort of delving into this colour, because when you get it home, you're going to open the packaging and you're going to go, wow, look at how high the pearlescence is, that gorgeous radiance that you're getting from these pearls. They are a beautiful purple colour, but underneath those tones, that's where that aubergine green kicks in and that little neon green kicks in. Really beautiful. There's even a magenta burst coming off these. Really lovely, lovely sizes, lovely length of the strand as well. I think it's 38 centimetres. I am going to just give that a quick measure for you. Now, this is only in inches, but you've got, yeah, so it's a 16-inch strand, so you're looking at around about 38 to 39 centimetres. But the tones that you're going to see here are just going to work so, so beautifully. They are quite something, aren't they?
I've never seen anything like them. I'm a massive fan of peacock pearl, but I've never seen this colour before.
They are gorgeous. We had like almost like a silver peacock before, that sort of colour. We've had some really midnight peacocks. This is the proper purple. And you would be sort of inclined to just purely pearl knot it. We
do a range of seed bead called the Iris Mix.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've seen them.
Yeah,
and they definitely do a peacock iris like this sort of colour. So just if you didn't want to go down the pearl knotting route, just pop a seed bead in between and you get that same sort of look.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
using
And if you're thinking then about, it's so difficult with pearls because there is a perceived value with pearls.
Yes,
so it's very, very difficult. Because I think sometimes if you are underpricing a finished piece of jewellery, that your customer is asking then, well, is it the real deal?
People get them to do the teeth test.
Well, yeah.
They do that on my stall all the time.
Do they?
Yeah. I encourage it.
Well, yeah, I remember because I got obsessed with pearls at the age of 7 when my grandfather used to work for the Sultan of Brunei, and he used to travel around the world and bought my grandmother the most beautiful collection of jewellery, but she had a blue, perfect Thai pearl, huge, in 24 karat gold. Absolutely amazing.
Wow.
That was my obsession with gemstones starting. But I always remember him saying, if you ever want to test the gemstone, pop it between your teeth, feel the grit, and if it's smooth, it's faux. And if it's gritty, it's the real deal. I'm going to tell you right now, these are the real deal. Definitely, definitely the real deal. Coming in on your screen at under £10.
That's amazing. See, I love pearls for earrings, and sometimes I have incentives where if you spend over £30, over £50, you get a free pair of pearl earrings.
Fabulous.
Which is a brilliant little trick to get people in. So, I mean, £10, okay, if you were charging £5 for a pair, that's 2, you can make so much money. Or give them away as an incentive for people to buy more pieces of jewellery from your stall. And who wouldn't buy a piece of jewellery from,
beautiful.
you know, giving away free pearl earrings, genuine pearl earrings as a thank you gift. Or as a gift for your regular customers at Christmas.
Yeah,
you know,
I do, and I think sometimes if somebody's come to you for a specific commission, and they are spending that little bit more with you because it's a specific commission, to be able to say thank you for your custom, here we go.
Yeah, completely.
Really,
it'll only be a little item, but they'll think the world of that.
I think so, definitely. Who doesn't love that? Just that little extra, going that extra mile for someone.
That's right.
You know, lovely. And TLC gemstone right there, gleaming. £9.95. You're absolutely loving this and checking it out. Hi Olive. Hi Alberta, Jennifer, Karen, Mary, and Jerry and Alison, and Ruth in South Yorkshire, collectors in Glamorgan, Jane, Jeffrey. Hi, Celine in California. Lovely to see you. Collectors in West Yorkshire, Rachel, Violet, Stacey. Collectors in Cumbria. Gosh, absolutely jam-packed on the web, the app and the phone lines. Thank you so much for joining us. They are beautiful. Have you enjoyed the show tonight? I've loved it. I've loved every minute of it. Thank you to the team tonight as well, and thank you to you, Mark. I've absolutely adored tonight's show. It's been fab. I'd love more and more demo shows, wouldn't you? Demo days. Love it. It's fab. I know there's a lot of work for you. Every hour should be challenge Ray. I don't think there's enough cans of deodorant and mattifying makeup to go round, if I'm being honest. Can you see the state of mine, the shine?
Zena and I did a show where we had a job swap. So Zena was guest designer for an hour, and I presented for an hour.
You'd be awesome as that. How was he?
It was so really good. She was ace.
She's very good.
Yeah, she did a Macrame bracelet from start to finish. It was brilliant. Yeah, she was ace. Great fun.
She does make a lot of gorgeous jewellery. Yeah, her and Ruth Lynette.
Yes.
Yeah. Ruth Lynette's very, very good as well. Oh, loads. Ruth has been making jewellery for years and years and years and years and years. Yeah. I know.
I'm looking forward to people receiving these when they get home, just to see that colour.
It'd be lovely to see what people do with it, don't you think, as well?
Show up, does it?
Gorgeous, gorgeous quality. Now, lettuce. Now, it's special. Look, it's September next month. This is probably the highest end strand of sapphire that I'm going to bring you here at Jewellery Maker. But for those of you that want something special, the connoisseur that wants something special for September, you're going to look at this and go, gosh, you know, it's a little, look, it is a little strand. It is.
Wow.
Do you know what's so special about this strand? There's only 12 available, but this is an enhanced clean, bright, natural pink. It's fabulous, isn't it? Absolutely fabulous. Mark, I know that these are very delicate in their size, but they are natural. They are totally unique. They are unenhanced, which is mesmerising. The clarity is off the chart. The colour is incredibly unique and very, very rare. I would expect that we would use these sparingly.
Yes, you'd want it as a brûlée pendant drop in an earring set, maybe 3 in a set, or use one at the base of a pearl necklace or something like that.
They're very special.
So
you know,
beautiful.
I don't think that we necessarily understand the enormity of what is on this strand, and it's difficult because, and I have spoken to management about this, and I've said, you know, when we're doing a strand of filled opaque pink sapphires and it's like, you know, $29.95 or under £30 or under £20 at clearance, and then we're bringing in a strand like this, it's very difficult to convey to you the rarity of what I've got in my hands at this moment in time. But my goodness me, if you were to get this strand valued, I would love to know what it comes back at. And I'll be honest with you, I was expecting $69.95 for this strand. $41.95. Natural, unenhanced, beautiful, eye clean pinks. Now, I have auctioned jewellery from this area of this quality, and I can tell you right now, at $41.95 doesn't come close to the price. It just does look beautiful. I'm going to pop a little bit of skin tone behind that just so you can see.
Gosh, look at that.
Look how the pink comes alive.
Wow. That's a bargain.
It is a very special
I was really shocked at that price.
It's a very special strand. It is. You know, it's not going to be, and it's not your, I hate saying everyday sapphire strand because that sounds so blasé and complacent, but it is a very, very precious strand. We had very few left. A few of you have already checked out. Brilliant. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you don't have to worry about it. It's risk-free buying. If you get this strand home and you go, actually, you know what, September's birthstone, send it back.
Well.
Send it back.
Well done.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
What a lovely way
Congratulations.
to end the show.
Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, Mark, my darling, for all your hard work tonight. Thank you so much for joining us and stepping in last minute, but you wouldn't have guessed it, my lovely. Thank you to the team. Thanks, Beck, for sitting in the hot seat, and to Kerry, who's been directing, and of course to Ben as well. It's been lovely to have your company. We open our doors live 8 AM tomorrow. Don't go anywhere. Tomorrow I'm with Deb Rudge, not Deb Rush or Jennifer Rush. We're with you. We've got feathers tomorrow. Very, very exciting. I love feathers. Coming up for you from 6 o'clock tomorrow night with Deb Rudge. Thank you, Mark, my darling. When are you back with us?
Thursday morning next week.
Thursday morning next week. Don't go anywhere. Open the doors at 8 AM tomorrow morning. Till then, Nostar.